recording these sessions means you were able to watch the recorded video. Is that good? Good. All right. Now you're able to watch the recorded sessions. It's so awesome. That's included your Thursday recorded sessions. All right. That's included your Thursday sessions will also be recorded for you. Now, how do you get the recorded sessions? No worry. We will send a link in the chat group. Now, if you don't have the link, if you are not in any of the WhatsApp group, there are actually 3 groups, A, B, C. If you are not in any of the group, you just need to WhatsApp me. All right. So maybe, right, I'm going to do this. Just going to put my, put my name on put my handphone. If you don't have the WhatsApp group, means you need to text me. All right. Now, some of you already in the WhatsApp group. However, you are very special in the case. You need to be invited to be in the group. As such, some already invited couple times. If you don't accept my invitation, you are not in the group, right? Now, if you're not in the group, just text me. But if you're already in the group, you're not accepted in the group, I can't help it because it's already invited to you. Now, while I'm waiting for the rest to come in, all right, take note. Whatever you learn today, please have your handout with you. Please have your notes with you. All right. We will definitely want you to learn as much as you can, especially when it comes to some of the digital classes where you need to watch the recorded session in case you miss out some important informations. All right. I guess I have not introduced myself. My name is Annie. Good to see all of you. I guess I assume that you know me. Now, a very good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Annie. Annie here. I am the host and I'm also the trainer here. And I'm also the founder for the Soul Transformation Solutions. And exactly your password to come in is STS, which is the Soul Transformation Solutions. Now, we're going to start the session just really soon because every 3 hours is pretty compact. Every 3 hours is pretty compact. Now, every hour 1, hour 2, hour 3 are actually in different content. All right. So please make sure you are updated. Right. Now, the handout or some of the slides that shared with you will also share the link of the handout to you subsequently. All right. Means after the event, you will get the recorded video. You will also get the link to the slide that shared with you. I thought that is pretty good for you to already learn and pick up whatever if you have missed it. All right. Now, just in case today, if you miss anything, get your own handout ready. Now, I always want to share this and I thought it is so useful. Now, using of your handout, okay, to make your handout easier and you're able to always refer it back. All right. I strongly suggest you have your handout in such a way. All right. I have Chris with me. Hi, Chris. Right. Now, your handout, if you can see here, all right. Now, I always hand out in this way. I always write my note in this way. Everything on my left-hand side are the notes, are the facts, are the informations and knowledge that you pick up from the class. Is that all right? Anything on the right-hand side, which is your action, which is your idea, which is your creativity, you write down here. So when you check back your notes, you always check back the right-hand side, which is the actions that you need to take. All right. Now, even though we have only 5 sessions, each session's 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, right? Chris, I just unpin you in a short while, yeah, Chris, yeah? All right. Now, even we only have that 3 hours, just take note, the hours that we spend is pretty compact. All right. Pretty compact. Right. There is no handout. I make it again. There is no handout. We will share with you the material after the class. You will get the link to the materials as well as the recorded video. How do you get it? It will appear on your WhatsApp group. There are 3 groups, A, B, C. If you are not in any of the groups, number 1, possible you are invited but you are not accepted. You have not accepted my invitation yet. All right. Possible number 2, you are not in a group. So you just need to WhatsApp me. All right. So how to WhatsApp me? Okay, let me just change my name to Annie, and I put Annie 0122194366. Okay, so I'm sure you can find me now with my name and handphone on top here. Okay, right. All right, it's 2 o'clock. What I'm admitting, there are still about one over 100 and 200 of you, include some invited guests. All right. Now I will straight start with Chris. For your informations, we will start with Chris' random session first, because Chris is catching flight to Abu Dhabi. We will have Chris from 2 to 4 p.m. and Annie will take over from 4 to 5 p.m. Is that okay? All right, let's make it clear again. You will not a common usual set flow. Yeah, the usual flow will be I will start first, but because Chris is catching flight later, so Chris will start first at 2 to 4 and Annie will take over 4 to 5 and we will end at 5 as planned. All right. Now, right after this video, we will start the sessions. Okay. If you need to get a cup of tea, get your notes, whatever ready, it has to be in just these 3 minutes. All right. All right. Oh, a very good afternoon, and let's get started our sessions now. All right, good to see all of you. Good to see all of you. Happy to see all of you, and welcome. Welcome to our POW2, right? To be specific, POW is Power Start, and this is version 2.0, ladies and gentlemen, right? Now, to get this session started, I need to mute everybody because the group is rather huge. Yeah, if you need to speak, please type in the chat box. Yeah, now. If it's informations, you have my contact there where you can reach me out personally with your direct message. Now, I would like to have my partner with me today. All right. How many of you have met Chris? How many of you have met Chris Render? Anyone have met Chris Render? Ada orang have met Chris Render? All right. Okay. All right. Right. Now, not yet, not yet. All right. So, perhaps that's a good thing about Chris. I let him introduce himself to you. But before get started, I think it is fair. Let me quickly introduce your co-trainer or my partner here, Chris Randolph. Right. Now, Chris Randolph is an international recognized world-class expert in sales and marketing professional. Yeah, he has shared effectively real world skills and techniques with tens of thousands of professions in the 7 countries of hundreds of industries. Yeah, and he also familiar with varieties of products and services, and to dramatically increase professional, business, and personal result, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, Chris is an author, also a business owner. So that's amazing because Chris himself is a business owner. Chris will able to share his real life experience with you. Chris is also a consultant to corporates, yeah, and big corporates, and I'm talking about nationwide, yeah. Sorry, not nationwide, yeah. It's the international level corporates, and he's also a coach to international cooperations. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what about in the reactions? Yeah. Don't unmute and speak, but in the reactions down there, there is this little emoji, or in your WhatsApp, sorry, in your chat box, let's put a big welcome to our co-trainer, Chris Randall. So, Chris, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Annie.
Awesome.
The introduction was exactly as I wrote it. I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Now, Chris, your voice is rather.
Ah,
Would you want to up a little in your voice?
okay. Let's see. This setup is very new to me now.
I
Okay,
know
how's
you've
that?
been everywhere.
Is
You are definitely not in Malaysia, but where are you now?
I am right now in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, you are already in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
You
is that better?
slightly better, slightly better.
Okay. But it's clear, right? Okay, I'll speak a little bit louder. Uh, you know what? Let's start this way, okay? Doreen said seeing my face for the first time, and then was that a sad face or a happy face? Doreen, happy face, okay. Because my eyesight is not so good now, all right? Okay, great. Let's do this, everyone. Noor Liha, I'll get you a free gift later. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's do this. I wanna get a clear idea of where everybody is right now. So I'm gonna don't do it yet. I'm going to ask you to type into the chat what city you're in. Okay, and how long you've been with Public Mutual, and whether you're part-time or full-time. So this is how it would this is how we would do it. Okay, if let's say you're in KL, you just type KL, 5 years, 5 years, and either PT or FT. Can we just do that now? Malacca, 9 years. Vincent, okay, let's see, 9 years full-time, part-time, 5 years. Okay, 5 years. Why part-time? 6 months part-time, 14 years. Let's see, 15 years full-time. Okay, awesome. Okay, very good. Here's what I want to share with you. The things that I'm going to share with you, well, that's bad grammar. The things I'm going to share with you, whether you're full-time, part-time, whether you've been in Public Mutual 1 day or 10 years or 15 years, I promise you, you're going to get something out of that. I'm very, very direct. Okay. I don't waste time. I promise to share information with you that is relevant, timely, and valuable. And one of the promises that I make is you just put what I ask you to do into action, and I promise you, you get results. There's no way that you cannot get results. Okay. Now, before we get into it, let me clarify a couple things. Annie, I'm actually in Abu Dhabi right now, and I flew in. Let's see. I flew in from Manila. I arrived. There was a flight delay. We were sitting on the plane for 1.5 hours before it took off, and I arrived at. Wait, let me think first. I have to think about this. I arrived at 4:30 a.m. Malaysia time, which was like 1:30 a.m. Abu Dhabi time, UAE time. Came to the hotel, and then I knocked out, and then I woke up because right now I'm at what is the time now here? I think it's like 10 or 10:15 in the morning. So I've been running on 3 or 4 hours sleep. I did not sleep on the plane, okay, because I was in the middle seat and I really dislike the middle seat. The reason I'm going first today is because I got hired I got hired to do presentations in Abu Dhabi and Dubai for the next 7 days, and I'm supposed to be at a basketball game right now with about 10 teams of their reps. And I said, you know what? I cannot. These people are important. I already committed to them because I'm supposed to pump them up for the game and stuff like that. So when we're done here, I'll go to the basketball game. Is that okay? Yes, no, ladies and gentlemen? Just thumbs up. Okay, great. So I already put the slides. I already put the slides in the chat for you to download. Let me go ahead and do it again. And Annie, I think maybe I can send that to you, and we can put that in the chat groups as well in case somebody or anybody did not manage to download the slides. The slides are very simple. And what's very important is the things that I say and the things that I share with you regarding the information that you see on the slides. Okay, so with that, everybody give me a thumbs up if we can proceed. Yes? Okay, awesome. Now, you can ask me questions at any time. I have two screens working here, and you can ask a question in the chat, or you can, I guess, unmute yourself and ask a question at any point, and I'll either answer at that moment or we can keep it to the Q&A at the end. Now, we're going to have two components today. We're going to be talking about lead generation, how to use social media, but the second hour, we're going to focus very heavily on LinkedIn. Okay, so just bear with me a second. I'm going to share my screen and put the slides up. And everybody can see, what do you see on the screen? Just tell me what you see on the screen.
Koi fish.
Koi fish.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so we're not talking about koi fish. That's just my screen wallpaper. Okay, on the second screen. Let's see. Let me pull up the slides right now. And ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you see on your screen right now.
Lead
generation
generation and approach.
Lead generation
Okay.
and approach.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Okay, great. So there's a couple questions. Can I download the sites? Remind me on that, Primala, in the Q&A, because I have a workaround on that for us as well. All right. Okay, so we're going to be talking about lead generation. Lead generation is very important in any business, isn't it? Because whatever your skill level at your presentation, whatever your skill level at qualifying, whatever your skill level at handling objections, follow-up, and closing, whatever your skill level is, right? You can always increase your results by having more prospects. Okay, I'll give you a quick example. Let's say in 1 month, let's say just for example, in 1 month, you get 10 prospects, right? You get 10 prospects and your closing ratio is 20%. So you close 2 deals, right? Without increasing any other skill except in prospecting. If now you can get 50, right? If you can get 50 prospects and your closing ratio is still 20%, you now close 10 deals, which is a 500% increase. All right. Now we're going to be talking about prospecting, handling objections, persuasion, closing, follow-up, and referrals on this whole program. All right. So the first question I'll ask you is this. Have you ever woke up in the morning and said, oh, I don't know if I have enough clients. Now we all have clients, but is it enough? And does it make you a little bit worried that you don't know where your next deal is? Okay, because most of us in the sales profession, and we're all in the sales profession, all right, this is how we usually work. Okay, we get a prospect, they're interested, we do the presentation, and we bring them into the public mutual family as a client, And then you close the deal, and then you're happy, and then you're like, oh shit, where's my next deal at? Okay. And what we need to focus on is we need to get leads, and we need to send out messages, and we need to outreach, but we must be consistent. Okay. Consistency is the key. All right. Or maybe you're experiencing with your clients right now, oh, Ukraine, Russia, the war, market is down. I have to cut back on spending. And then you're thinking yourself, oh no, how do I answer that? Because yes, market is going down. And for me, when the market is going down in your business, they should be putting more money in when the market is down. Because in your business, whenever it's down, what happens? It goes up, right? Okay, maybe it's harder to reach cold prospects, Facebook, some of us are, closer to my age. And I'll just ask this question. How old do you all think I am? Just type in an age. Okay, the person that said 33, yeah, please don't do that, all right? Okay, somebody put in 60, okay? The person that put in 60 years old, can we get them off of this session? Okay, I'm 52. Yeah, the people that put in 60, Annie, I'm making a note, yeah, of all those people that said 60. We're going to kick them off this session. All right. Doreen had a happy face earlier. Now my face is like that. She said 58. Okay. So there's a lot of competition in social media. Okay. The younger generation, they got the TikTok, they got the Instagram. And then how do you know my birthday is 20th July? Yahweh Wu. How do you know? Okay. So I'll be expecting something from you then. All right. So, we have this TikTok, we have this Instagram, we have all those things, right? But who do we really want to reach? Do we want to be dancing, on TikTok? I don't do that. All right. So later I'm going to, in fact, on every session for the next 5 sessions, I'm going to make you, all right? I'm going to make you good on LinkedIn. And we ran the program with the first batch of POW2. And ladies and gentlemen, it was amazing. All right. And I'll share along the way, I'll share, their stories. I'll share exactly what I taught them. And you know what? Just do it and you're going to get results. All right. Because we need to stop. We need to stop being begging for business. We need to stop being needy and pushy, low results, ineffective and inefficient. Whether you've been in Public Mutual for 1 month, full-time, part-time, doesn't matter. You've been in Public Mutual 1 month or 10 years or 15 years. You know what? Here's one thing I know. Whatever your results are right now, you can do better. You can do better. Okay, Jessica, is that a happy face or a sad face? I don't know. My eyesight is getting bad. And then I'm on my laptop, it's like very small. Okay, so my promise to you, I want to make several promises, all right? I respect your time and effort in being here with us on this session, okay? My first promise is I will not waste your time. I promise you I will share relevant, valuable information on this session. You don't need to believe everything I say. You don't need to think I like Chris, I trust Chris. I'm going to back up everything that I share with you. All right. And as Annie said, we are recording this session and Annie will get it sent out to you. When you get the session, I want you to replay, fast forward, rewind the parts that you want to hear and watch again. All right. When I teach, I will tell you to get certain apps. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. I'll ask you to get some services or products, and some of them are free and some of them are paid. All right. And I will explain them, and I'm going to explain to you why you need to get it. All right. Now, if you're okay with these promises, help me type fair in the chat, if that's fair. Okay. So we're in this together. I will give you 100% of me. And I expect each of you to give 100% of yourself. Okay. Now, you probably have questions along the way. So you can type your questions in the chat. You can write them down. You can ask me at the end of our session. You can ask me during the Q&A. All right. Now, for those of you that are typing in the chat, don't send a message directly to me. Send the message to everyone. All right. Unless you're offering me free food or free gifts, then send it to me privately. Okay. Now, I want to share this with you. Okay. In an industry very similar to yours. Okay. We went through this before pandemic and during pandemic with this organization, very similar to you, financial education company. They have a team of people. All right. They have a 10% closing ratio in a particular financial education product. 10% closing ratio. They're generating approximately 10,000 USD per month. All right. This organization is actually in Bangsar, right, in KL, right? So we went through a program very similar to this, very similar. Okay. The net result, and we did it in a very compact amount of time. The net result is that within 3 weeks, their closing ratio from 10% jumped to 75 to 85%. They instead of generating 10,000 in revenue a month, they jumped to 130,000 a month. Now this is before March 18, 2020. Okay, March 18, 2020, it took a dive down, but they retooled everything into an online format. Everything remained the same, and they almost match in 2020 what they did in 2019. You see, this company was doing 10,000 USD in revenue a month, and it jumped to 130,000. We turned them into a USD, yeah? We turned them into $1 million revenue generating organization. Okay, they only had four sales reps on their team. Now, the number one rule in business success is this: lots of leads solves lots of problems. Because if you wake up in the morning and you go, who am I going to talk to today? Right? That's a problem. You should never, ever wake up or at any point in your working professional life, ask yourself this question: shoot, who am I going to talk to today? All right. If you don't have somebody to talk to, you have nobody to sell to. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. If you have nobody to talk to, you got nobody to sell to. All right. So on this session, this is what we're gonna focus on. All right. The first part, we're gonna focus on your social media process flow. We're going to talk about a social and digital funnel. We're going to talk about creating and managing content. And then we're going to talk about transitioning that into a sales process. Sound good so far? If it sounds good so far, type in good to go or G to G. Okay, awesome. All right. So there's 6 pillars to your digital funnel. All right. Most of us think our digital selling is like, oh, post something on Facebook or do a Facebook boost, and then we wait for people to contact us. Okay. That may have worked 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago. It may have worked. It's working less now. All right. Because people need a little bit more information than, and most of the time when you put an ad up, it's like, hey, want to retire, get this, and then what's going to make somebody go, yes, I want to talk to them. All right. So these are the 6 pillars of your digital sales funnel. All right. You got to have your landing page, and I'll tell you exactly what that is. You got to know exactly who you're talking to. All right. That's your demographic. Then you got to figure out, where is my traffic going to come from? What is the message I'm going to share with them in order to convince them to get in touch with me and in order to convince them to make an appointment? All right. What is the offer that I'm going to give them that will compel them to take action? And how do I do all that and convert it into clients and ultimately ultimately, of course, take care of them and, all those things, right? But ultimately, how do you get paid for doing all these things? All right. Now, I'm going to show you what the funnel looks like. It can look a little complicated. Don't be afraid of it. I'm going to explain a very simple process that you can implement within the next 24 hours. Okay. Now, this is what your lead flow should look like. All right. If you think about it, it's a lead flow. All right. When you have this lead flow, what's going to happen is that you're going to have people, individuals at every stage of your sales process, at every stage of your sales funnel. If you look to the left side of your screen, that's your intake, your cold call, your Instagram, your Facebook, your networking, your friends, the groups, events, referrals, all that is your intake. You're going to put it through a qualifying funnel. All right. So that's a client attraction and selection funnel. You have to have a process for an email, a phone call, SMS, WhatsApp, Messenger, whatever it is. You have to be able to contact them. All right. And then you put it through your presentation process, and that will convert into sales. Okay. Now, there's challenges and problems with that. Okay. The challenge with that, how many of you, just tell me yes. How many of you think to yourself, I must post on Facebook, I must post on, LinkedIn, I must post on, wherever, every day, or at least 3, 4, 5 times a week? How many of you say that you need to do that? All right. The problem with that is that we sometimes, don't know what to post, right? So that the problem is what we call consistent content. And I'm going to teach you how you can get consistent content. Okay. Then if let's say you're doing ads, okay. First of all, if anybody is still doing Facebook ad boost, stop doing boosting. Okay. Facebook boosting. There's another phrase for it. It's called donation to Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. There's very little ROI. You need to have a proper Facebook ad account. All right. Here's another problem. And I know that a lot of you have this problem, is answering inquiries quickly enough. Okay. And then when you answer the inquiries, how are you at the persuasion? How are you at convincing them? How are you at follow-up? Now, these are all things that we're going to address over the next 5 weeks and more. In fact, I'm going to teach you a follow-up system that you will never, ever, ever lose a deal because you did not follow up with them. Late you posting once a week. You know what? Once a week is not enough. You got to post literally every day. Literally. The problem is, what do we post? I'm going to teach you that. All right. Now, there are kinds of buyers when we post on social media, and it's not just Facebook. All right. The kinds of buyers, and why do you need a proper sales funnel? Okay. So each of these buyers has their own characteristics. The problem with a lot of us is that we tend to focus on the people that buy now. Okay. And we don't really know, or we don't have a system in place to follow up with them or stay in touch with the others who don't buy now. We got the immediate and take action. Okay. And you've done this. All right. Oh, I think I want to buy this. And then you forgot. And then you cannot find that company or that product again. Right. Then you have the people that are really shorter term. You have people that are really longer term, maybe in 3 months or 6 months. Then you have the repeat and the referral. Now, have you ever had this experience? Okay. Somebody said, yes, I think I want to get it. Check back with me in 3 months or 6 months. And then you forgot. And then maybe you call them back in 3 months or 6 months. I'll answer that question. Stephanie, I'll answer this now. I would strongly suggest 3 to 5 a week. The question is, every day, how many posts to post is considered good? 3 to 5 a week, preferably every day. In the past, I used to advise clients and my students to post 5 to 7 times per day. Okay? Don't need to do that anymore. 3 to 5 times a week. All right? And then, okay, so you maybe you call them back in 3 months or 6 months, but you never keep in touch with them, right? And then when you call them and say, "Hey, Mr. Lim, this is Chris, Public Mutual. You know, we talked 3 months ago. Shall we make an appointment to get you started on the plan?" And then they go, "I already bought." I already bought. Li Chu, no, you don't post same content. I'll teach you several techniques, okay, in a little bit. Several ways on how to get content. All right. And this is where we start. We gotta figure out exactly what is your product and service. Okay, some of you might say, "Oh, my product is public mutual, unit trust." No, that's not your product. Your product is what problem can I solve for my client? What is the problem that they have? What is a problem that they have that I can solve? And it's not, "Oh, they don't have unit trust, so I need to, the problem is they don't have unit trust." No. What is the problem? Okay, there are several problems that your clients have that you can solve. Okay, financial plan. Okay, financial budgeting. Not sure what they're going to do, for their retirement. Most of your prospects don't know what their retirement is going to look like. They don't know that they need, okay, everybody wants to live long. Yes? Yes or no? Type in yes if everybody wants to live a long life. Yes? Everybody wants to live a long life, right? Okay. My father passed away when he was 37. When I was 7 years old. My father passed away at the age of 37. My mother passed away at the age of 84. Her father, my grandfather, passed away at the age of 88. All right. Why am I sharing this with you? The first is that I think I'm not following my father because I'm already past 37, right? If I follow my mother, I have about another 30 years. Do you know that each day of those 30 years is in a senior living environment? Because we get older, right? And do you know that it's a little bit more difficult, actually it's harder to earn money at 70 or 75 than it is at 50 or 45 or 30. But most of your clients don't think about that. Okay, they think, "Oh, it's a problem 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 20 years from now." And you need to make them realize that, you know what? Do you want to work at McDonald's when you're 70 years old? Do you want to work as a cleaner? Do you want to stress about money? And do you have enough budget for food, enough budget for travel, enough budget for relaxing? You see, when we sell, right? Most of you are like, "Oh, a financial plan, wealthy, luxury." No, you got to make them think, shit, if I live until I'm 75 or 80, where's my money going to come from? Right? Then the next thing is, who is it for? So many salespeople, and we're all in sales, all right? So many salespeople say, "I'm going to sell to everybody. Everybody's my client." No, you cannot sell to everyone. Because if you're trying to sell to everyone, you're going to sell to no one. I'll share with you a very quick story in insurance. Nick attended one of our classes 2.5, 3 years ago. Nick was an engineer. Forgot which kind of engineering, but so boring to talk to. All right. But he was in a class. I think he was with Prudential. I think Prudential. Yeah, if I remember. So the agency hired us and we did training and everybody's results went up. Most of the results went up like 40%, 50%, right? But Nick's results only went up by 10%. And I was like, he's doing the same thing as everyone. How come his only, and he's the only one. How come his result went up 10% and everybody else went up like 40, 50%, like within weeks, right? So this is what we found out. Nick's an engineer, all right, and his numbers did go up, and we did an analysis of who he was targeting and who he was talking to. His closing ratio on non-engineers was low. His closing ratio on engineers went way up. So what we figured out is that Nick is boring. Nick is boring, right? So what we figured out is we needed him to change his strategy and focus on accountants, bookkeepers, architects, the analytical mind. And then so he retooled his campaigns to hit those people. And you know what? His results went up 40, 50, 60%. Any prospect that he got that was not in that category, he passed it on to someone else. Okay. Now, the next thing is you need to list out the features of your product and your service. Does anybody know what a feature versus a benefit is? Does anybody know? You can raise your hand. You can say me, or you can unmute yourself. What is the difference, features and benefits? No volunteers. Okay, then I'm going to pick a victim, a volunteer. Okay, I'll share with you. All right. A feature is what your product is characteristic, and what it does. Okay, for example, it's a 10-year plan. It's the 10-year track record is 8%. That's a feature. Okay. Yes, Crystal. Benefits are what matters to your customers. You see, I don't care that it's a 10-year plan. I don't care that it's an 8-year ROI, for example. All right. What I care about is, what does it do for me? How can I, as your customer, benefit from what you are trying to recommend to me? Does that make sense? Okay, so we need to start with the foundation. You may know your product or service. And what we need to do is we need to get others to know these things as well as we do, and so that they want to buy from you now. And then you should be able to articulate, or at least know, why someone should buy from you. Why should someone, Iris, why should someone buy from you? Gayatri, why should someone buy from you? Why should someone buy from you? And no, I'm not trying to create competition. Okay, it's only because I see Miss P.C. Tang's video there. All right, so why should somebody buy from Iris versus Miss Pei? And I'm not saying Iris is better or Miss Pei is better. You need to be able to tell your prospect, why should you buy from me? Okay, that's the first part. The second part is, why should my prospect buy from me and from Public Mutual versus my competition? What that means is that you need to know your competition. Okay, so when we talk about the demographic, we need to know who our perfect client is. Remember, if you're trying to sell to everybody, you're going to sell to nobody. So you need, and you don't need to complete every single thing that you see on your screen. And you possibly need other things based on your situation. So you need to know who my perfect client is. For example, some of us prefer to sell to housewives. Example, some of us prefer to sell to professionals, CEOs, C-suite. Some of us prefer to sell to engineers, architects. All right. Some of us prefer to sell closer to our age bracket. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. So your perfect client, you need to know what's their age. Are they male, female? Are they married, with children, with no children? Because what we do, all of us do this. All of us do this. We have the same presentation for everybody, whether they're young or they're old. Okay, we have the same presentation, whether they're married or not married. We have the same presentation, whether they have children, young children, no children or children that are, kind of grown up. We have the same presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your job to prospect and to sell. All right. And it's your job to sell according to your perfect client. Okay. In fact, here's one of the first assignments that I'm going to give to you. The first assignment that you should do within the next 24 hours is figure out who your perfect client is. Who do I want to sell to? Because I cannot sell to everyone. All right. Because if you're like Nick and you can figure out who your perfect client is, engineers, your closing ratio and your income and your life is going to shoot way up. If you're trying to sell to everybody, ladies and gentlemen, you're selling to nobody. All right. When you get your perfect client, what is the problem they're facing? Okay. You need to fully describe the problem they're facing, whether they realize it or not. And then you have to give them the solution, which is the benefits of what you have tailored to the problem that they're facing. Now, you can use these for all kinds of selling. All right. Let's talk about fundamentals in social media. All right. Fundamentals in social media. You have your audience demographic, who to sell to, right? Who's your perfect client? The offer, the ad creatives, the landing page, the follow-up, the next step. And I'm going to explain all of this. Your call to action. What is the irresistible offer? What is your posting schedule and your content? What you see on the screen is the steps that you need to take. All right. You need to do all of this. If any of you are Intan client with good attitude on money and financial perspective, you know what? That's the best kind of client, right? And if they don't have a good attitude on money, all right, and they don't have a financial perspective, actually it's our job to get them to realize that too, isn't it? All right. So what you see on the screen is the steps that you need to take. You need to do if you're doing any kind of Facebook spending, all right, you need to do all of this even before you spend your first cent. Okay. How do you create your call to action and make it compelling and persuasive? I'll give you one example. There's a deputy sales head of a huge developer in the Philippines, number one developer, at least the top three. All right. They were trying to hire good salespeople, and their marketing and HR department came up with an ad, right, to post on Facebook, LinkedIn, and it said, "We're hiring." And then they were hiring for slightly more senior sales positions like assistant sales director, and the qualification was 5 years in real estate experience, right? So the ad was, "We're hiring," and then he said, we ran this. I had breakfast with him yesterday morning in Manila, right? Before the flight coming to Abu Dhabi. So he was saying, "Hey, Chris, take a look at this ad. I ran this ad for 4 weeks. I only got like a handful of calls." And I said, "Jing, change the ad. Instead of saying we're hiring, say, do you have at least 5 years of experience in real estate?" Change the ad. You see, the headline, instead of "we're hiring," now is, "Do you have 5 years of experience in real estate?" You see, and then when someone sees that, they go, "Yeah, I do have 5 years of experience in real estate. I'll give them a call." Because if you're doing "we're hiring," everybody's hiring, right? So you create your headline, your call to action. All right. Then how do you create your irresistible offer that makes somebody want to say yes? In your case, it might be, have you ever thought about traveling in your retirement and not having to worry about monthly cash flow? If you've ever thought about that, we need to talk. Okay. See, what we like to do is we like to go feature. This is our product. What you need to do is you need to tie in emotion and benefit. And the emotions can be fear, greed, envy, right? Things like that. In fact, I'll tell you, fear is a very strong motivator. Okay. Now, your post or your ad contents, right? Now, these are all the points that you need to hit when you have an ad or a post on your page. Just saying, hey, Public Mutual, Unit Trust, here's my product and my service. Get it now. Call me. This is what most people do, right? The sad part is there are organizations, right? My competitors, yeah. There are organizations that say they'll teach you how, but they don't even do it in their own posts and ads. It's feature after feature after feature. My product does this, my product does that. This is the price. Okay? This is the structure on how you create a post or an ad that is effective. This is the structure. Start with the headline. You start with the headline, not we're hiring. It doesn't make you go, interesting. But if your headline says, do you have at least 5 years experience in real estate? And then they go, I do. What's the next line? All right. Now, then you got to highlight a problem or pain. Thinking about retirement, worried about whether you're going to have enough to travel or live a comfortable life or pay for your kids' education. Okay. Create a sense of urgency or scarcity. You know what? Ukraine-Russia war, example, yeah. Ukraine-Russia war right now. Get in while it's low. Explain your offer, explain your product, explain your service. Give them the benefit. What is the benefit of your offer, your product or service? Have a very clear call to action. Your clear call to action is you have to have a few. Okay? Call me, WhatsApp, email, SMS. Click this link. You need to have all those things because some people prefer to call, right? Some people prefer to send an email. Some people prefer to get the info on their own, so they click a link. You need to have a very clear call to action. Not interested? Call me. That's not clear and it's not strong. And then you got to use a picture or a video or content. All right. I'm going to give you the structure of a video sales letter. Now, I will tell you this. A lot of people are hesitant to do video, but if you can do video, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get results. And you know what? You can, some people are saying, oh, I post like every, once a week, get no results. I post every other day. All right. If you create content, that's 1 day of post, right? And then you make a video. Now you have 2 days of posts. You just double your content by changing the medium. Now, I'm going to go through this very quickly. Okay. We're going to go through this very quickly. So, at the end of my explanation, I'm going to give you an assignment. Your assignment is you're going to create a video sales letter and you're going to send it to me by WhatsApp. And I will tell you this, your first video sales letter is going to suck. It's going to be bad. Okay? But you need to get it done. And I'll be the only one to see it. I did my first video. I did my first video in 2007. It was a 45-second video. It took 3 hours to film. And then however long we did in production, editing, and things like that, right? It took us about 8 hours. 8 hours to make a 45-second video. And we're not talking about commercial studio quality, yeah? I had a tripod with the script, taped to the tripod and then the camera taking it. And I must have taken, like 30 tries before I said, you know what, I'm done. Let's use this one. Okay. There was, when I'm not going to share that video. Yeah. It's too embarrassing. I looked at that video a couple months ago And I looked at that video, right? And I go, oh man, I can't believe I did that. But today, I can do a 1 minute to a 90-second video. I can do 6 to 8 videos in 1 hour, including editing and rendering, and it's ready to go. And this is the structure that I use. Okay, this is the video sales letter. Give them the headline of your video. Tell them what you're going to tell them in the video. Then introduce yourself. Most people start the video with, "Hi, I'm Chris." And then nobody cares. Nobody cares. What you want to do is you want to give them the headline of your video to draw them in. Tell them what you're going to tell them in the video. Then you introduce yourself. Then you ask 2 questions to make them curious. Have you ever thought about how your retirement would look like? Questions like that, right? Now, if you have not taken screenshots of the screen, get it in your download, because I'm going to give you an assignment, all right? And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Okay. And then it follows on. Then instead of just asking the question, you answer the question for them. Because when you ask the question, they're going to go, yeah, how, yeah? And then you answer the question on how they're going to benefit. And then you do the trial close. You tell them how they're going to benefit. Imagine if you were able to get benefit 1, benefit 2. Would you want this? And then you share a quick story on how somebody exactly like them managed to achieve benefit 1 and benefit 2. This is why it's important for you to have who your perfect client is. Because you need to talk to your perfect client. You cannot just go, oh, everybody can get this, and, everybody can get this benefit. If everybody can get it, you're selling to nobody. Okay, for example, hey, are you an engineer earning this amount to this amount to this amount? And you've ever thought about how can you maintain your lifestyle when you're 70 years old, when you've retired? That's a headline. Okay, then you go, if you're even thinking yes, because you talk about the benefits, right? If you're even thinking yes, this is what you need to do. Decide that you want benefit 1, benefit 2. Send an email, WhatsApp, or call right now. We'll have a conversation on how we can make this happen for you. And then your call to action. If you want benefit 1, benefit 2, take action now. I promise I won't let you down. So this is the assignment. You are going to do a video sales letter. All right. Let me see. Okay. During the Q&A, I'm going to go over all the assignments, but this is your second assignment. In fact, let me write this down. Your first assignment was, who's your perfect client, right? Who's your perfect client? Your second assignment is to do your video sales letter. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Let's see, how long is the video? If a video is interesting, it doesn't matter how long it is. But for this purpose, keep it to 45 seconds. 60 seconds is Instagram, right? 59 seconds. And don't worry about how long or how short it is. The importance of this assignment is to get it done. It's just to get it done. All right, and I'll explain more about that during the Q&A. Okay, now, this would be the intake. This is creating content. Now, let's talk about the landing page. Anybody knows what a landing page is? Okay, the landing page is actually the core of your funnel. Some people think it's a website. Some people think it's the Facebook lead forms. It's not. A landing page is just one page, a one-page website. Not today, but on our next session together. In fact, maybe on our coaching session, you need to remind me to go through how to create a landing page. So we'll do that on the next coaching session. I think it's on Thursday, right? Okay. So the landing page has only one purpose, to convert leads. But if you one step before that is basically to collect name, email, phone number. Okay, the components are exactly like the video sales letter. Your headline, okay, one or two questions, the benefits, and then the call to action, and what is the next step. Now, in the landing page, what do we want them to do? Maybe we want them to go for a live event, a workshop. Maybe we want them to attend a webinar. Maybe we want to set an appointment. Maybe we want them to request a phone call, things like that. All right. This is what a simple landing page looks like. Okay. And I'm going to teach you how to do these. Is that okay? Yes, no? If it's okay, type in great. Great. Except for those that said I'm 60 years old. Don't answer great, okay? Because the 60-year-old man does not like people that call me 60 years old. Okay, so we'll cover this on Thursday, all right? And for those that said 60, I remember who, okay? My memory is very good in that part, all right? Okay, so the next step, because we have steps, right? The next step, poster making. I don't know what poster making is. Poster making. I don't know what that is. I'll explain on Thursday. I'll show you one later. Because I'm going to give you free gift. Who likes free gifts? If you like free gift, type in free. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what one landing page looks like. It's so simple. And I can tell you that 30 to 40% of our prospects come from that one landing page I'm going to give you later. Okay? Now, the next step is how you follow up, how you do your education, how you educate them on your product and service and yourself. How do you nurture the relationship? How do you further that relationship? How do you close the deal? And do you need to send them into another funnel? Okay. What do you want them to do next? What do you want them to do next is, send a message to you, reply to email, click to WhatsApp, fill in the box, call, or set an appointment. I'm going to show you all these on Thursday. Okay. Now, are we ready to go into how to create content? I'm going to give you several ideas on how to create content. If you want to get that, type in G to G or good to go. Okay. On Facebook, you can watch your competition. Okay. You can go to, let's see. Now you have to have a Facebook business page to be able to watch your competition. This one, you can look at other unit trust consultants. You can look at, other banks that do unit trust, whoever those are. You can actually watch your competition and see what they post. And this is how you do it. Should I show you now? You know what? I'll show you during the Q&A. But remind me when we get into the Q&A, okay? In fact, I'm going to write here, remind to show watch competition. But you help me to remind me to show you that, okay? So you can see what they're posting. You can see how effective their posts are. And please, ladies and gentlemen, everything that I'm going to teach you on how to create content, I'm not teaching you to copy. I'm not teaching you to copy. I'm teaching you to get ideas and to model it. Please do not go and tell everyone, hey, this guy Chris here is teaching us how to copy. No, please don't. I'm teaching you how to get ideas for content, and I'm going to show you several ways. All right. So that's how you watch your competition, so you can see what they're posting. You see what they're posting, and then you get ideas, and then you prepare your content. The second strategy to get content is you have what's called a swipe file. All right. In fact, let me show you a live one here. Let's see. I think you should still be able to see my screen. Let me pull this up. Okay, let me adjust the size because my second screen today is actually my iPad, so it's a little bit smaller. Hold on, yeah. Okay, so this is my swipe file. A swipe file just means things that you keep to check your competition to get ideas. Okay, so for example, if let's say I want to create a content on headline and copywriting, I'll go to my tab here in Safari or whatever your browser is, right? Whatever your browser is, you know, go into swipe, go into headline and copywriting, and I got all these ideas here. If let's say I'm stuck for an idea, I can get through. I can go through all these. If let's say I'm stuck for an idea on social media marketing, you know, I have, and I'm always adding and removing URLs, websites to this. Okay, so this is how you get ideas, and I'm going to show you a couple more in a bit. Okay, so let's get back to the slides. Okay, so you need to create your own swipe file. And how I started using a swipe file is I collected posters, I collected brochures, and these were papered for many years. I have a whole stack, right, of brochures and advertising that I used to look at to create my content. Okay, now it's easier. All those ads and brochures, yeah, can go into a tab in your browser, whether it's a Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever it is. All right. Now I'm going to share something with you that I think is amazing. Okay. You can create content by going to this website called Answer the Public. Okay. Let's do a live content creation. Okay. 1 second here. Let me just type this in and then I'll bring it over to the other screen. Okay, so you go to this website called answerthepublic.com. In fact, let me close this down. Okay, answerthepublic.com. So you go there. Let me get some help from some of you. All right. What did I click? Okay, so you can do 2 searches a day, 2 free searches a day. All right. What's a good thing to search for? Let's try. Let's just do something simple and see what comes up. Let's try unit trust in Malaysia, shall we? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Unit trust investment, and let's see what comes up. So we search. Okay, so it takes a minute for the info to, oh, that was quick. Okay, so it's already giving us ideas. Let's close this one out. This is a free service here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I got to go into the iPad and take a look. Okay, so this one says, how do unit trust investments work? Isn't that a great topic to put in a social media post? Do y'all like that topic? Just tell me yes if it's yes, no if it's no. Okay, so we have we have 53 questions. Another one would be what is unit trust interest? How does a unit trust investment fund work? These are all great topics that you can take and post. Instead, hey, blah blah blah. What do y'all know in close? I'm with Public Mutual. I'm a UTC. Contact me to talk about your financial plan. It's like, you know what? Let's game it up. Let's skill it up. All right, because we want to deal with consultants that are better than us, isn't it? Right? Because when you explain how does unit trust investment really work, okay, that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, then we go further down. Then we have other things like let's see, is unit trust a safe investment? How we have many such topical posts from our PM. Yeah, you can use that. Use everything. Use everything. Okay, is unit trust a good investment? Give your opinion. So we got how many here? We got 39 here, and that's not it. Then we have whatever we see here. Unit trust investment advantages. No, Jessica, you can do 2 free searches a day. You don't need to register for it or buy this service. Okay. Then we go into, wow, we got all these things. We got, maybe not all are applicable, but these are 186 ideas for you to pick from. Now, let me show you something really interesting. Okay. Let's go back to the very top. Let's pick one of those. Let's pick, let's see. How does unit trust investment work? That'd be an interesting topic. Yes, shall we pick that one? Type in yes if we will pick that one. Okay, so you see there's a green button here, right? I wonder what that green button does. We click on it, and then it's like, oh my God, it's a Google search with how does unit trust investment work? And it gives you all these content ideas, not that you can steal, that you can model. Okay? And then it gives you suggestions. And that's from one click from here, ladies and gentlemen, from here. Let's pick another one. Is it good to invest in unit trust now? You know what? That's a great topic, isn't it? Let's see. Let's click that one and let's see what happens. Is it good to invest in unit trust now? And you got all these ideas. You got all these ideas, right? Pages and pages of it. Okay, let me stop share for one quick minute. Oh, did I lose y'all? Am I back? I think maybe I lost y'all for a couple seconds. Can y'all hear me? Do y'all like this? Do y'all like this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, if all you did was learn this today, if all you did was learn this one thing today, it's already a success, right? Because all the questions of I got no idea what to post. I only post once a week, or cannot get ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no reason to ever tell me I don't know what to post today. Because if you ever tell that to me, do you know what I'm going to do to you? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to knock you on the head, like that. Okay? All right. So let me get back to the, let's see. Welcome everyone. Welcome Stephanie. Let me go back to the slides. Hold on. Give me one quick second here. Where are you? Okay. Can you all see the koi again? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we're all on the same page again. Okay. So let me get back to that. Okay, so y'all like this. Y'all like Answer the Public, right? Okay. Now, So then, let's transition into the approach. Okay, the approach, we have two categories. We have cold and warm. Okay, now the cold, we have the online, the offline. The warm, we have the friends and family, and then we have the referrals. We're going to address the friends and family and the referrals in a later in an upcoming session. We're going to really focus on the online and the offline in the sessions. All right. And Annie did something really great. I think all of you have to, buy her some gifts, send her some coffee, get some cakes to her. Annie, give your address, and I think everybody will send you cakes. Okay. The reason I say that is because when we did the first session, we only had 5 sessions, right? On this one, on this series, we actually have 2 sessions a week. The extra that Annie twisted my arm and said, Chris, we got to help these people. We got to do, like a coaching session to really drive home what we learned on the Saturday session. So I want everyone to give, Annie, a thank you to her. Say thank you, Annie, in the chat right now. And for those that want to send her gifts, you talk to Annie. Okay. So what is the aim of the approach? The aim of the approach is very simple. The aim of the approach is to talk to someone, qualify them, set an appointment, do a presentation, handle the objection, close the deal. If you don't close the deal, and you do the follow-up. Here's how you do the approach, okay? You introduce yourself and you build rapport. We're going to go heavy into rapport on the next session, next Saturday, all right? Then you got to qualify and disqualify. A simple qualification would be, hey, you've heard of a unit trust, okay? And then what if they say, oh yeah, I heard of unit trust, BS. I hate unit trust. I'll never do it. Would they be qualified, or would you disqualify them? Okay. Some of us would say, oh, I'll disqualify them on the spot. All right. But before you disqualify them, why not find out the reason why? Maybe their UTC, maybe their consultant was a neighbor, or a relative, and all they cared about was the money. How many times I've been dealing with quite a few UTCs over the last few months, okay? And the prospects with the for unit trust, this is what they say, and they actually say this about a lot of sales profession. All they want is the commission on the sale, right? If you're giving that. If you're giving that a feeling to your prospect, you're doing something wrong. You gotta change. You gotta change your approach. All right. So you gauge their interest. So you introduce, you do the intro, you build the rapport. We're gonna go very heavy on rapport next week. You qualify or disqualify. Okay. You gauge their interest. If they say, I hate unit trust. Oh, why do you say that? And then if they go, I just hate it, then you cannot do anything with them. But if they say, oh, you know what, my previous consultant was my cousin, and then all they cared about was the commission. You know what? I've heard that so many times about my industry. I apologize for that. Can I ask you a quick question? Sure. Okay. If I were to show you a way that you can get a very good return on your investment for your retirement lifestyle, and I promise you, my focus is to make sure that you have that cash flow and you have that ROI, rather than me earning an interest. Yes, rather than me earning a commission. Yes, I will earn a commission, but that's not my priority. Would you give me the chance to show that to you? Right? Then you set the appointment. Okay, and this is how you do the approach. You ask a question, you give a benefit statement, and then you give, anybody know what's a CTA? What's a CTA?
Call to action.
Call to action, that's right. You must have a call to action, because we kind of know what the next step is, isn't it? We kind of know what the next step is in our process. Which is more important, that we know or the prospect knows? Which is more important? Well, definitely we need to know.
Prospect knows.
That's right. Just because we know what the next step is, we need to make sure that they know as well. All right. So how do we do this? Before we get into that, let me ask you this question. Does anybody know what scripts are? Does anybody know what scripts are?
A dialogue.
A dialogue, right? Is a set dialogue that you determine beforehand so that you can predict the outcome. Does that make sense? Now, before we get into that, let me ask you this question. Scripts, do we need them? Do we need scripts? For those that say yes, type in yes. For those that say no, type in no. Okay? We all know that we need scripts. Do you use them? Do you use them, and are they effective? There's only two types of scripts. Yvonne, I get nervous when somebody tells me depends. We'll talk about that later. Okay? Dahlia also depends. Okay, there's only two types of scripts. The only two types of scripts are a good script and a bad script. There's only two types of scripts, good or bad. All right? Most of us don't use scripts. We say depends, we say sometimes, because we don't trust our scripts. And we don't have a proper script. And we think that scripts make us sound like a robot. We think that scripts are rigid. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you think my presentation is scripted? You know what? Let's stop share real quick. How many of you think that my presentation is scripted? Just type in yes for scripted, no for not scripted. Okay, so we get a mix of yes and no's. Okay. Now, let me ask you this question. Can I meet a timeline or cover all the points if I just sat here and started talking and, oh, let's talk about this, let's talk about that? We cannot, right? For those of you that say that it's not scripted or scripted, right? Yes, the slides guide me, all right? Okay, let me ask you a very dangerous question. Entertaining so far? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, it's not boring, right? Anybody thinks that it's boring so far? Oh, somebody said yes? Okay, different question. Okay, no. Need to have a 2-minute break. You can take a break anytime. You can have a coffee, you can have a drink, you can take a break. We're recording. I'm not stopping. Okay? Everything that I'm doing now has been scripted to a large extent. Okay? It's my job to make that script entertaining, timely, relevant, and valuable to you. Okay? If you think that sounds weird, do you know that every single movie is scripted? Do you know that? There are boring movies and there are exciting movies, isn't it? What is the difference? The difference is good script, bad script. That's the only difference. The difference is a good actor practices and practices and practices and practices their script until it becomes entertaining and part of them. If you really know me and sat down with me, Jessica, please, this is PG-13 session, okay? If you really know me, if we sat down with a group of people talking, I would be the quietest person. Okay, I would be the quietest person unless I'm in a sales situation, because I am actually an introvert. I'm actually very shy and an introvert, and my script helps me deliver the message. In fact, let me drive it home for you. I'm going to drive it home for you. Okay, let me go back to the share screen. Make sure that we can see the koi. Yes, we can see the koi.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, excellent. Let me pull up the rest of the slides. Okay, let's go back to the slides. A script is not a one-way conversation. The components of a good script are introduction and building rapport. Don't spend too much time introducing yourself. A lot of us like presentations like, this is the company, Public Mutual, example, 20 years, da, 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 all the things about you and Public Mutual. Who cares? Okay? You talk about things related to the prospect. You have questions you ask. Hey, are you married? You have children? How old are they? All that is scripting. Okay? Your key message. What is your key message? The reason that we're having a conversation is because. Okay? That's your key message. What is the reason for the conversation? Then your pre-qualifying questions, and you need to prepare 5 to 10 questions minimum that will enable you to collect sales intel for the conversation, for the upcoming appointment, and to generate value for the prospect. If you're delivering one presentation to everybody, that's why your closing ratio sucks. Okay, you have to build value, and then you have to go into, okay, you have they call it disjunctive questions. You've heard of think about this. How many types of questions have I asked you throughout this presentation, throughout this session? You've tried unit trust before, haven't you? Okay, then closed question. Were you getting a return? Open-ended question. In your opinion, why do you think that you didn't get a good return? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how efficient is your current investment strategy that is geared towards your financial goal of retiring at the age of 55 and having enough income even until the age of 70 to 75? That is a script. Okay, let me ask you this question. We are all professionals. Yes or no?
Yes.
Type in yes. Type in yes. Everybody should be typing in yes. Okay? We are all professionals. Now, let me ask you this question. Are we scammers? Yes or no? If we are not scammers, type in no. So let me ask you this question. What is the difference between us as sales professionals and a scammer? What is the difference? What is the difference? We have value to add. Some
We
more?
have
Give me some more
integrity.
answers. I like that. Who said that?
We have integrity.
Yes, but who said that? Just tell me your name.
King Im. King Im.
King Im. Okay. Crystal says we prioritize clients. Well, scammers prioritize clients too. Okay. Scammers cheat. Is regulated. Well, scammers can be regulated also. Krishna. Yes, I like that. Truthful, legit, license. Scammer seeks benefit. Yes, right. Okay. Focus on money. Scammers are cheats. Okay. Professional. Okay. We are honest. There's only one difference, in my opinion. Okay. In my opinion, there's only one difference between us, a sales professional, and a scammer. Only one difference. That one difference is we are selling a real product. That is us. Well, on King B, scammers build long-term relationships also, right? Scammers, right? I like that one. Jacqueline, scammers do not deliver results. They deliver air. Okay? If that's the only difference, how come We see in the news all the time. People cheated with Macau scam, romance scam, hundreds of thousands. Okay, it's like, I'm amazed, I'm amazed, like, how come somebody can be cheated of 300,000 over the phone, somebody they never met, okay? But I like that, Teo Bin Hui. I like that. Teo Bin Hui says, scammers have good scripts. You're exactly right. Okay, scammers are persistent, right? Okay, let's see, where was I? Scammers follow up. Scammers handle objections. Scammers, sweet talk, I think it's we'll come back to that, okay? All these things that you're saying, you know what the hot button is, never give up, big goal, fear emotion, sweet talk, persistent, pain and pleasure. Scammers have good scripts. Ladies and gentlemen, aren't these skills that we need to have? Right? I'm not asking you to go and be a scammer. Please don't get me mistaken. Don't get me wrong on that. These are skills that we need to have. These are how good their scripts are. I study scammers. I like that. We need to learn how to touch human emotion. Okay? We need to have those skills. And I study scammers not because I want to be a scammer. And I like this one, Jacqueline. Yes, we need to have those scammer skills. And I know it sounds bad and it's not very politically correct to say it, all right? But let me show you this. I follow the news and I do research on scammers. Okay? Do y'all see what's on the screen? What do y'all see on the screen now? What do y'all see on the screen?
POW2 scripts.
Right, but what's below that? Those are all their scripts from different scammers. I know it's too small. I don't want you to see too much, but the idea is there. Scripts. I will tell you this. When I first started selling in 1998, let me rephrase that. I started my company in 1998. I was working as a telemarketer for a magazine in 1997 and part of 1998. We had I sat at a cubicle. And my scripts were on the wall, just like this. Okay. All right. So this is a picture of a police raid of a scam center, right? So the police came in, the reporters follow, right? And what do you see on the wall? What do you think those are on the wall? Okay. They're scripts. Okay. What do we see on the wall? They're all scripts and they follow the script. You guys don't follow the script. You guys don't use scripts. Okay? Because you say different things to you sit down to the same category of prospect, and today you present like this, and tomorrow it's like, oh, I don't know what I did, something went wrong, I didn't say this, I said the wrong thing, because you don't use your script. Okay? Don't be friends with scammer, all right? Just learn the techniques and learn the skills. Because if you can, and I'm not saying learn how to scam, I'm not saying learn how to, sell air. What I'm saying is learn how to build rapport, learn how to present, learn how to create urgency, learn how to sell the benefit, learn how to sell with urgency, handle objections, close, follow up. Don't join scammer groups. I'll do that for you. Okay? You already know the skills that you need. I'm going to share this with you. This is just a small screenshot. Okay? These are all the scripts that we use. Every sales interaction that me or my team has, I have offices in 4 countries. I have a team of about 55. 70% of those are sales functions. Okay, so I have about 45, right about 45 salespeople in 4 countries, and every single one of them uses a script. Now, I'm going to give you a very simple script to set an appointment. Would you like that? If you want that, say yes. Very simple script. Okay, this is how you set the appointment. Okay, whatever. John, this is Chris, whatever, right? And then your goal is to set the appointment. Okay, John, if you were to get benefit 1, benefit 2, and benefit 3, if you were to get a solid financial plan that gives you a return, example, 8 to 10% over the next 20 years, so that you have an estimated X amount of dollars in holdings and cash flow by the time you're 70 years old, you'd be open to having a quick discussion. Oh, sorry for the typo there. You'd be open to having a quick discussion, wouldn't you? Do you like that? Do you like that? Take a screenshot and use it. Okay, let's do this. Hold on, yeah. Let me check something here. Okay, I'm gonna stop share real quick because we're gonna go into LinkedIn very quickly. Annie, what time did I start? Yeah, I think I started like 2:10. Is that right?
All
Annie,
right.
are you there?
Are you gonna negotiate more time from me? Are you?
Well, this is what we can do. I'll adhere to the. I think I got what 20 minutes more. Is that right?
Yes, pretty much. If
Okay.
let's say maybe 4:10 the max, is that all right? 4:10 the max.
Okay. Alternatively, what we could do is that I'll go until 4 o'clock, and then I can come back when you're done, and then do a little bit more. Maybe we can do my Q&A after you're done. Do you think that would be okay?
I thought that would be good, and this is optional for those who would like to stay back to ask
Optional for
questions.
them.
Yeah, optional.
Yes. Yeah, but then that way I don't have to rush the questions, and then we can do the questions after you are done. Ladies and gentlemen, are you okay with that suggestion?
Yes.
Okay. So the fee for that extra. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Let me do a couple things first. I want to give you what I promised, right? I said I'm going to give you a couple free gifts, right? Okay. So this is what you do. You go to this link. You can do it now. You can do it later. I'll post it later as well after Annie is done during our Q&A. This is a very simple landing page that you just key in your name, your info, and I'm going to send you. I wrote a book in 2006 called The Sales Edge, the difference between the average salesperson and the professionals, the sales professional. Eric, that's okay. You can leave by 5. We are recording, right? Okay. So fill that in, and you get a PDF of my book. I'll send it to you for free. I'll send it to you by email for free, right? And you'll also get a very quick report on 7 marketing mistakes that salespeople and business people are making now. Okay. Download the slides. I think Annie already put it in the PDF earlier. Okay. Later, should I do it now? Okay, I'll do this now. Wait, let me think a minute. No, I won't do it now. Let me write this down. WhatsApp link. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go straight into LinkedIn now. Is that okay? If it's okay, type in G to G or good to go. Okay. Now, let me ask you this question. I'm going to explain a couple of things on LinkedIn. And then I'll show you a couple examples. And then I'm going to show you an app that get. I'm not asking you to get Sales Navigator or the LinkedIn Premium, because that's like I think for sales it's like $79.99 USD a month. You don't need to get that. I'm going to show you something else. Okay. Oh, you're most welcome, Nor Faiza. Okay. Oh, once again, if you're typing a message in the chat, make sure that you put it to everyone in the meeting. All right. Okay. So we're going to go into LinkedIn, but let me answer this question first. How many of you have a LinkedIn account? Just type in me, M-E, if you have. Okay. For those that said me, do you get consistent prospects, consistent recruits on LinkedIn? If you do, type in yes. Okay, not really that many yeses, all a lot of no's. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna fix that a little bit. The first step today. Okay. Let me share with you very quickly my experience with LinkedIn. I had my LinkedIn account 2006 or 2007. I had my LinkedIn account in let's call it 2007. I had my LinkedIn account in 2007 until 2017. 2007 to 2017. How many people do you think must be a paid account? I don't know what that means, Krishna. LinkedIn is free. Oh no, must it be a paid account? No, you don't need a paid account on LinkedIn. In fact, LinkedIn is free unless you upgrade to the premium services, right? Okay. Anybody want to guess how many people I have in my network from 2007 to 2017? Anybody want to guess? Well, okay. You have to know that the maximum on LinkedIn is 30,000. Okay, I see 1 million, okay, 10K. The answer is this. The answer is this. Not 5K, not 50K. Is it Abdullah Hakim? You're right, it's 5. I had 5, Prakash, Lechu. I had 5 people in my LinkedIn for 10 years because I thought, what the heck is this? I don't need, it's a job finding thing, right? But I've been on other social media from 2004, right? And so what happened was right around 2017, I said, you know what? Let's give this a try and let's see what we can do. Okay. So I applied the strategy that we were using on Facebook. I was posting every day. I was doing connections. I was accepting connections. In 1 year, I went from 5 to about 4,000, 5,000 in 1 year. And I was posting every day. All right. One day, somebody messaged me on LinkedIn. His name was Stalin. And I'll show you the pictures on Thursday when we do our coaching program. Okay. He messaged me and I was very, especially ladies, do you get like messages like you're afraid that you go too much on social media and then it's like, hi, can I buy you a cup of coffee? Right? Like ladies, you're afraid of that, right? Yes, no? Yes. I get that sometimes too from guys and girls. Okay. So this guy, he messaged me, right? Rachel, get it often. Okay. So he messaged me and he said, hey, Chris, I want to have a cup of coffee with you. And I was like, huh? Right. And I was like, whoa, right? So I ignored the message. The next day, he messaged again, hey, Chris, I'd really like to have a cup of coffee with you and discuss something, right? So I was a little bit afraid. So I told my VP of business, I said, hey, give this guy a call. So because he put his phone number there. So my VP of business called him and I met him the next morning. I met Stalin the next morning at the for coffee and bagels. This is in KL, yeah. Coffee and bagels at the cafe at his office building. Okay, so we talked for about 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes, we went upstairs to his office and he wrote me a check. And then I went, shit, this LinkedIn thing works. Of course, everything is with a script. Okay, so what we did was we applied that strategy and we put more in. Okay, my LinkedIn account has evolved over the years. My biggest prospect source is LinkedIn. Okay, it's with attraction and pushing. Okay, that means we talk about posting and we do direct outreach. Now, before we did direct outreach, I would sit there and type like, oh, connection message, and I'll show you all these things on the Thursday in our next session. Okay, I would type a message, and then that's how I increase my my network. Let's see. Let me just check how many is my network now. Hold on. Yeah, let me just take a quick look. Yes.
You were frozen a while before you said the amount on the check.
I was frozen before I said the amount of the check. So we talked for about 45 minutes. And then we went up to his office and he wrote me a check for 48,000. Is that what you missed?
Yes. Wow.
Okay. And I will tell you this. In fact, let me read a couple of my clients. They are in Public Mutual. Okay. I'll just read one of them for you. Let me just find it in my WhatsApp here. Hi, Chris. To share with you, today I managed to approach the MD of a listed company. And we have an appointment for next week. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, there's a lot. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. I'll share all this on Thursday and next Saturday. Okay. So I have, let's see. Right now, I have 14,552 in my network. Okay, and I think Annie Guat Ngor Lao, I think Annie will address that in a little bit. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to fix our profile. You see, let me ask you this question. Will having a nice profile get you leads? Yes or no?
Yes.
Who says yes?
Yes.
Start saying N and O.
No.
If all, everybody shout no.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Because
No.
because if all it took to get leads from LinkedIn was having a nice profile, all we would have to do is hire a graphic designer, create a nice banner, create the nice profile, and then the leads start coming in like waterfall, right? Doesn't work that way. Having a nice profile and a nice LinkedIn profile, yeah, it's not going to guarantee you leads. What it is going to guarantee for you is credibility. That's it. It's gonna portray you as a credible person. And that's all we look for in a LinkedIn profile. Okay. The last batch that we did on this program, some of the LinkedIn profile, yeah, looked like garbage. I would not invest one single cent based on their profile. Okay, and I'm going to show you a couple. All right, in a minute. You need to fix several things in your LinkedIn profile. The first thing you need to fix, okay, Amy, I think I did answer that question, right? Okay. How many of you use your IC picture or your passport picture for your LinkedIn profile? Anybody? Okay. For anybody that does, okay? Because unless you can tell me that your IC picture or your passport picture looks super good, yeah, don't. Okay, don't be too casual in your profile. All right, in the banner, what do you have in the banner? You probably have like a tagline. You probably have, wealth creation. Something like that. Something very generic. Okay, I'm going to show you mine right now. Show you mine, and you will see. Hold on, yeah. Let me pull it up. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, let me share my screen. And the configuration is a little bit off here because of the, hold on, let me do this. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me make one change here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so, and the configuration is off because you're actually seeing it on my iPad. Actually, you know what? Let me change. No, okay. That's my colors, the yellow and the black, right? When you look at the profile, I'm sorry, the banner, what jumps out? What jumps out is explode your sales results. So if you're not in the sales profession, if you're not in the revenue generation responsibility, if you're not in the senior management of a company, would you want to engage with me? The answer is no. And I don't want to engage with you because I'm not here to make friends. I know it sounds bad, all right? What I want to do is I want to engage with prospects, okay? Then you have my picture. You have in the banner, you have exactly what I do. You have a QR code in case you want to contact me. And then if you look a little further, can you all see my mouse moving? If I move my mouse, can you all see?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So and I need to update this because I now have I got to put in the US number. I got to put in the Philippines number. Okay. So this tells you exactly what I do. Does it not? Right? Okay. So we look at these things at one glance. We know exactly what I do. This is how we show somebody that we send a connection request to that I'm a real person. Now, how much did I spend? Anybody know? How much did I spend to make this banner? How much did I invest? Anybody want to make a guess? Oh, you're all quite smart. Yeah, zero, free. Somebody said Canva. If you don't have Canva, Canva is free. Use Canva. And they have the exact dimensions, okay? To go out and get your dimensions for Facebook posts, for LinkedIn, the graphics. It's free, you know. And if you want to upgrade, we upgrade it. But if you upgrade, yeah, I think it's like is it like 30 ringgit a month, something like that? Okay. Now let me show you a couple here. This lady changed her picture was terrible before. Okay, it looks a lot better now. She was in another class that I did in November last year. She was barely getting Sun Life. Sun Life is kind of like unit trust also, right? In Philippines. So she was barely getting 3 prospects a month using her LinkedIn profile. All right. She attended the class. Within 3 days of changing and using the strategies, she got 9 inquiries, made 6 appointments, and closed 3 within 7 days. Okay. And I'm not saying it's because of the profile that she changed, but what it did was it gives credibility. Because changing your profile is not going to give you those results. What's going to give you those results is how you do the outreach, which I'm going to share with you very, very quickly in a few. And then we go into more detail, all right? Shireen, and what do y'all think of this? Nice, not nice? Not meant to be that, yeah, Jessica. I didn't do any of this, all right? But my point is, it took a few edits, and we did this for the last class. I think there were about 180 or 200, and it looks so much better. You see, this profile that you see on your screen is not going to get leads for you, but it's going to give you an edge. It's going to give you an edge when you're doing your outreach. Okay? So, and then you got to have these things. Now, the risk that you have is that you have your phone number here. And I always encourage to have your phone number there. Okay? Let's see. Phone number here. You see? So it's easy for people to, or people to get in touch with you. Now, the downside is that you might get some funny calls. All right? And I've got some funny calls, but anybody that reaches me on this number because it's out there, you know what? They don't have to go and hunt for my number. Does that make sense? And if you're afraid of getting crazy people to call you, have 2 phones or have 2 SIM cards. Then one is for your personal, and then one is for family, whatever. Okay. Now, let me ask you this question. Let me stop share very quickly, right? Annie, I'll just take another 10 minutes right now. Is that okay? I want to share something with them very, very quickly. You're so nice today, Annie.
Yeah, you've been saying that when you steal my hours and minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll go quick. I'll go quick on this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried sending connection requests? Yes or no? Anybody? You have to send manually, right? If you type in a note. And then have you ever tried to reach out to your existing network and then you have to send a message? Okay. I will send roughly you cannot yet. It takes time to build up the that habit, right? You cannot do this yet, all right? But I will send about 1,500 to 2,000 messages a week to my network, and I will send roughly 700 to 900 connection requests a week. How much time do you think I spend on LinkedIn every day? Anybody want to guess? 1 hour to send out 2,000 messages a week. That's actually very short because I did it manually before. 2 hours, 3 hours. I spend about 15 minutes on LinkedIn a week because I managed to automate the system. Do you all want to know how? Who wants to know how? Type in me. Okay. I'm going to recommend an app for you to use. The app is a paid app, all right? But it's about 15 to 20 USD a month to use that app. But there's a 7-day free trial, and then they will send you an email and they will ask you, do you want to extend? I'm going to give you the link to sign up for that app. And I want you to get your free trial. Okay, I'm going to put the link in now, and then I'm going to show you how to use that in the next 5 minutes. Can we do that? Yes? Type in yes if you want it now. Okay. And you do not send connection messages yet, and you do not send any messages to your network yet, because we're going to come to the next assignment. The next assignment is we're going to fine tune specific to you. What is your connection request? You're going to email it to me in the next 7 days, and I'm going to fix it for you, and I'm going to send it back to you. And a contact message that you're going to send to all your contacts. You're going to send it to me through email. I'm going to fix it for you, and then you're going to use that. I'm not just going to give you the app and then, okay, go and talk to everybody. No, I need to make sure that you have the right tools in order to be able to do that. Would you all like that? If you want to have that, say, I want. Okay. There's about 500 plus of us. Okay. I'm going to give you a specific email later. You're going to send in your assignments to that email, and I'm going to mark it and adjust it for you. I'm going to show you that, Prakash. Okay. So this is how we do. Let me do this first. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Can you all see my LinkedIn profile on the screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We do a simple search. We do a very simple search. Okay. Just whatever is on the top of my mind. Let's say I want to connect with engineers. Example, in KL. Let's say that's my perfect client. Remember, we talked about perfect client? Okay, so I'll do a search. And we do a very simple search, okay? Okay, engineer. We just do this first. We start this way, and then we get a whole bunch of engineers, right? And we want to connect with people that we don't know. So we'll go into filter. We want to go into, and please review this video. Close out a couple here. Oh, why not moving? Hold on. Close this out real quick. Okay, let's try that now. Huh, how come? Okay. Okay, so we filter it by second connection because we want to find people we're not connected to. All right. Then let's say we just want to get them in for simple search. We want to get them in Kuala Lumpur. Okay. So now we have, let's see what the results are. Let's see what the results are here. Okay, let me just close this or minimize it a little bit. So we have 19,000 results. Okay, 19,000 results is too many, right? Too many. But let's just stick with the 19,000. All right. This is the app that I want you to get. When you click on this link, okay, please click on this link now and keep it to the side in a browser. All right. Because when you click this link, it's going to bring you to something called Octopus CRM. All right. Now, before we can do anything, I need to prepare something in Octopus CRM. Now, it is a Chrome extension. What that means is that you must use Chrome in order to be able to use in order to be able to use this app. All right. So let's say I want to connect. Let's create a campaign. Let's just use test engineer. Okay, we create, and I'll go through this in more detail on Thursday for you. But what I want you to do is I want you to get Octopus first, and because what's going to happen now is that I now have this campaign ready to go, and I can go here. I can go this. I can see these 19,000, and I can do this. You see, this is an extension that I have. It's the Octopus extension. I click on it, and I can export from LinkedIn and send it over to Octopus. Okay. So now it's running. Okay. What this is doing is when you get your profile demographic, and you determine that this is your perfect client, you can search for them on LinkedIn. And you know what? Actually, let me stop this. Let me do a very quick search, even quicker. Let's just bring in 10 of them, just so you can see how it works. Okay, let's just bring in 10, but you can bring up to 1,000 each time. So it's extracting from LinkedIn and is bringing it into Octopus CRM. Okay, and it brings it in here. So now you can send a connection request. Okay, you can say hi, first name. Okay, quick question. Example, as an engineer, ever thought, okay, see, so we brought, oh, hold on. Maybe I did this search already before. Okay, that's fine. So, quick question, and then we can type in whatever, would they overlap? Yes, they may overlap, Florence, and I'll show you how to minimize that overlap. Does that make sense? Okay, so now you can type in whatever message you want. Okay, and then you're going to be able to send it, and you're going to send it automatically, so you don't have to sit there and type each one that you want to send. Okay, does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let me go through a couple things. Okay, let me stop share because I'm going to hand it over back to Annie in a minute, or else Annie's going to cut off all my hair. And then we'll do our Q&A. We'll do our Q&A after Annie is done. I'll come back in. All right. Okay. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to get Octopus. You're going to set up an account, and you're going to do it here. Just follow the instructions. Very simple to follow. I'll address that because you don't want to send it to everybody. You want to come with your demographic profile, and there's millions and millions of people on LinkedIn. Okay, depends on the message that you send, because if we say that why should we go out to prospect at the mall or do workshops, because there's going to be overlap, right? It doesn't matter how big the group is or how small the group is. Does that make sense, Elaine? Use the free trial to sign up. Use the free trial. No, you can only do it in Chrome. Only in Chrome. It's a Chrome extension. Okay, this is what you're going to do. Let's see. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to email to me. Okay, and I'll write this down and I'll post it in the chat when we come back for the Q&A. You can do it at the same time, Leifan. Okay, because your assignment. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Okay, this is the assignment. Your assignment is, yes, Leichu, just follow the instructions, edit as a Chrome extension. Okay, your assignment is you're going to come up with, you know what, Jessica? I don't know that offhand. All right. Funchin, yes, you can. The limitation is that LinkedIn does really only allow um, one LinkedIn profile for one person. Yes, Eric, we're going to do this during the coaching. We're going to go through all the specifics. All right, but let me get through the assignment first. Okay, you're going to send to me your perfect client. You're going to tell me exactly who your perfect client is in an email, and I'm going to give you my email address in a minute. Okay, you're going to do that and WhatsApp it to me, and I'm going to give you my number. All right, you're going to fix your LinkedIn profile before. All this needs to be done before Thursday. Okay, and you're going to send me the link of your profile, and I'll tell you fix this, fix this, fix this, and I'm going to do it for every single one of you that sends me the email. So if only one of you sends me the email, I only fix one. If 500 of you send me an email, am I going to pick one? Or am I going to fix all? I'm going to fix all. All right. So you need to fix your profile. Let's see, what else was it? You're going to send me your connect message. You're going to send me your connect message, and you're going to send me your contact message. And after Annie, I'm going to show you some bad examples of connection messages. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what you write so that you can draft it and send it to me for you to fix. Does that make sense? Okay. Now we're going to do two things here. The first thing is you are going to send all assignments to this email address. Okay. Prakash, I'll list everything out during our Q&A in a while. All right. Because you asked me what's number 2. I forgot which one was number 2, unless it's the video sales letter. Okay. This is the email address that you're going to send to. Okay. Now, I'm also going to create a group, a WhatsApp group, and you will need to click this link to join. Okay. And we'll use that for the discussion. Okay. Click that to join immediately. All right. Okay. So do we have any questions until we come back after Annie is done? Myrnie, I will go through all that again. Oh, I was frozen for a while. Where was I frozen? Lechu, I'll cover all that in detail after we are done. After Annie, okay. The email link is success@cigsb.com. Let me type it again. Maybe you missed that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Kwan Lim. Very good idea. You know, I only have good looks. I don't have high brain level. Okay. Okay. So there's two ways to get to for me to monitor this. The first is the WhatsApp group, and the second is the email link. So we will use the WhatsApp group to communicate with all the assignments. Okay. Okay. So any other questions? Write it down, and we'll go over all this information again once Annie is done. Annie, thank you so much. I took extra 5 minutes from your 410. Octopus can only be used for LinkedIn only. So with that, I will come back. When Annie is done, and then we're going to go over the assignments and the questions. Would that be okay, ladies and gentlemen? Is that cool? If yes, just type in good to go or G to G.
Chris, can you WhatsApp your email?
In the WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that. But I need y'all to join. I need y'all to join. Let's see. I will put the information when we get into, let's see, hold on, yeah. A lot of you joined already. I will announce joining again. I will announce joining again when we come back during our Q&A. For those that have problems with cannot add the WhatsApp group, we'll cover that as well. Doreen, you can contact me directly in the WhatsApp group. I always answer everything very quickly. And what I will encourage everybody to do is that I want to train you all to answer the questions also. Okay? Okay. For those that cannot join yet, we'll come back after Annie is done and we'll address all of that. All right? Okay, so any other questions? I think Norzian said, I think Annie needs to answer this. Can we replay the Zoom video anytime? Let's see. Murni, I'm going to put the WhatsApp group chat here again, Murni, and then you can take that and put it in the whatever WhatsApp group that you want to put in. Okay, because I don't think I'm in any of the POW WhatsApp groups. Okay.
Kalau panggil dia cuba dalam handphone boleh tak?
Annie?
Yes, I'm back.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Annie. I'll come back when you're done. I will still be here, but I will be muted and camera off. All right.
Okay. Now, Chris, in case anything we not able to get in touch, you will just have to unmute and speak it out. Or my
Sure.
WhatsApp is always on to receive any notification from you. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what about a big hand to Chris Randolph? All right, a big hand, a big kiss to him. I know he's rather big size, so you need to give him a lot of big kisses. Okay, kalau tak ada, he confuse you. All right, right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. Now,
Thank you, everyone.
Let me get a spotlight back. Okay, I have very interesting questions that WhatsApp to me just now. Any pee break? All right, I give you a pee break. How long is a pee break? The break of one song. All right, as long as the song's finished, I hope to see you back. I hope to see you back. All right, so now we are a little bit running out of time. Yeah, so let's just do this. Once the song is back, is finished, is up, then I will have you back. And then we will start the sessions. Yep. All right, so welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Now, welcome back. Now, as what Chris has suggested just now to everyone, since you have a lot of questions or you may have questions to ask, Chris will stay back after my sessions, and that again is optional and recorded. If you are available, sit in and attend. If you are not, just watch the video or do the assignment and attend the Thursday hand holding class. Now take note, Thursday is a hand holding class. It's not compulsory, but exactly like what you are facing now, after theoretically listen, you do some work, you may have questions, and that is what hand holding class on Thursday meant for. So if you have questions, you can come in on Thursday. It is not an input sessions with slide to show to you, only hand holding. But hand holding is answering to your challenges. Yeah, so it is optional and also recorded, right? So what time and the link of Thursday? Say throughout the end, I will give you the Thursday link. Now, I can't give you the Thursday link yet because today link itself already give me gila already. I almost gila with just today link, all right? Okay, never mind. We just do the come. Any come. All right. Now, I really want to settle today link, and I think 600 over of you 5+ and over 600 of some invited guests have already got your link. Then I'm safe to release the Thursday link in a short while. All right. Okay. All right. Stay calm. Stay calm. I'm telling to myself. All right. Okay, let's get started. Is that all right if I get started? Okay, so give me in a chat box. Yeah, is it okay we get started? Is it okay we get started with anytime sessions? All right, now 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 1 is a super low. 10 is at the perfect level. 1 to 10. What is your energy now? 1 to 10. What is your energy now? Wow, look at the chat box. It's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, 10 itu boleh go home dah. All right, if you are 9, 8 or 7, most probably I guess you got excited, you know, and overloaded informations from Chris. Yeah. However, no worry. Yeah. Today is class number 1. All right. So we have a lot more to go. Okay. So let's get started. Let's get started. Right. Okay. Now, right, as you're aware, you have signed up for the Power Such program. All right. And let me just quickly brief you. I know it's a bit lopsided, yeah. It's a bit outflow, yeah. Out of the flow. I'm supposed to brief you this content in advance, all right. But I'll just quickly to brief you through. Now, the content of the whole POW program, all right. The whole content of POW program is to help a group of sales consultants achieving breakthrough in sales. There's nothing I talk about recruitment or agency building here. Yeah. So it's all about breaking through on sales. That is why Chris Randolph is here. Somebody says I am lagging. Yeah. I am lagging. I am lagging. I slow down, right? I slow down. Maybe it helps to unlag myself. All right. Now, we focus on sales. Yeah, that is why you have Chris here, because Chris is a sales master coach. All right. Now, on top of the sales, we also want to focus on the mindset. All right. Skill set and system and habits. All right. Now, this program will last for 5 sessions. For those who have asked me this question, I cannot attend Saturday. Can I attend your next sessions on the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5? I'm sorry, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not repetitive. They are the consequence of the number 1, number 2. The whole program lasts for 5 sessions, which will end on the 18th of June. Is that all right for you? 18th of June. All right. So that's going to be 5 sessions. Now we have Thursday classes at night. Those are additional duration classes or hand holding classes and optional. All right. Now somebody asked, what are those dates? If you are already in the WhatsApp group picture itself are the dates. All right, I purposely put the dates so easy for you to refer. Right. Now, the whole program, we hope to achieve these transformations. Thank you for Jessica. Jessica has put in the dates there. All right. Okay. So Jessica, correct. There's 5 dates there. Thank you so much. Now, during these 5 weeks, sorry, we only have 5 sessions, 4 weeks, and we hope to achieve these transitions. Yeah, the transitions of what? In terms of mindset, from doubtful to certainty, from reluctance to willingness, from unsystematic to structured is how you do things. And that is why for structured, you need system. And that is why you have sales system from me. You have Chris to come in to introduce you more to digital system. And another transformations that we want to achieve here will be, all right, from traditional method, move on to the digital approach. All right. So now, if you find Chris sessions very challenging for you to absorb, for you to follow, take the right hand up, yeah, right hand up, and pat your shoulder and say, lari cepat sikit lah, lari cepat sikit, because why? You can't run away from digital today. All right. And do you know in the corporate world today, a lot of companies running corporate based on what IT department can do or cannot do. Now, same here in your business, how far you want to go. A lot of time also depend on internet, intent on the digital. All right. So this is why today, these sessions, this whole POW program, you will realize these transitions. To some of you, kacang, 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 kacang. To some of you, challenging because it's moving from traditional to digital. But do not resist. Do not resist. Yeah. Whatever you're not familiar, give a pat to your shoulder and say, I am awesome. I am here learning change to change for betterment. All right. As long as you overcome, you learn it, you have the skill, it always belongs to you. All right. Now, move on a little bit more. I want to cover a bit on the topics that what we want to do for you. Now, my topics for the 5 sessions is also clearly stated. The first sessions, we're going to talk about the power start mindset. Number 2, we're talking about power tracking. Number 3 is creating the personal value. The third is talk about how to get ready to struggle. Struggle, struggle, struggle for what? Because you are raising your standard. So you struggle to meet that higher standard. And that is good side. And the whole process, well, you know what do I call it? The whole process of you racing and struggle to meet your standard. To me, I call the whole process I call progress. Progress. Ya, dalam bahasa kita pakai ambil progress. Progress lah kan? Progress kan? Ada gak bahasa dalam progress kan? Ya, 进展 ya. Then the last year will be creating a greater resetting. Thank you, Anita. Resetting. All right. Now, those are my topics. And you have already experienced 1 sessions of 3 hours. You will have anytime 1 hour. You will have Chris for 2 hours. Yeah. 2/3 from Chris, 1/3 from any in terms of input sessions. Boleh? Now, for these are Chris topic. Okay, so Chris topic, you will see topics in black color. You will see topics written in blue color. Blue color are digital topics. Okay, now, black colors are not digital, but a sales approach, which are, example, scripts. The script that he shared to you, they are not digital. It's for you to dial, tick tock, dial someone, hello. Those are non-digital. But he shared to you on Octopus, he shared to you on video prospecting and how do you do video marketing, LinkedIn, those are digital. Again, you will see black color will take 1 hour from Chris, blue will be another hour from Chris. Boleh? So today you are learning about leads generations and approach. The next sessions, you're going to learn about handling objections, then rapport and persuasions, asking for referral and follow-up. As such, in the 5 sessions here, you will learn the process of sales cycle. All right. And actually it's very compact. Okay. Agak compact ya. Compact in the sense that kalau if you realize dalam 5 sessions only, you're supposed to actually get all your sales system from leads to follow up done. So what I want to share with you here, and I want to urge you, whatever learning that you have picked up, don't wait. If you are a leader, grab a few of your leaders, quickly make a decisions. Hey, shall we make it a standard scripts for our newbies, rookie training? Shall we make into the news scripts, for this? Can we make it into our agency's promotional channel? Example, LinkedIn. So you have to decide along the way fast enough, because after the program on the 18 June, habis tau. Alright, boleh-boleh? Right. Okay, move on a bit. Okay, now I would like to go out from the content from the POW program already. So far, everyone is okay. So far, everyone is okay. You understand the program outline, yeah? All right, yeah? So don't ask me a questions on Thursday, how I cannot attend, Okay, don't worry, that is an optional sessions. Boleh. Now, since we are a little bit lack of time, I want to go slightly faster, and faster means gear 5. I love gear 5. That's the speed of my speech anyway. Right, okay, let's get started. Now, let's do this. Right, okay, which trip are you going? All right, now, all of you here from public mutual, all right, let's make it I know there's about 500 over of you. Just make it 600. I will call 600. Yeah, whether those are invited or not invited, all are here. All right, which trip are you going? So can you just do this for me? Go to your handphone, snap this either QR code, scan the QR code, answer these questions. All right, or go under your search engine, which is your Google, either your Chrome, put Slido and key in this code. All right, so now some of you already doing it. So once you see this, answer these questions. Answer these questions. Okay, let's take a look. Jang, 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 jang. Okay. Okay, so let's take a little bit more minutes here. Kalau you nak cepat lagi, ya, scan QR code sahaja, then you're able to get in. All right. So from the list here, the 200 over of you, all right, out of 200 over of you, I have 48%, almost half of you going to Southern Italy. Woohoo! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Southern Italy, are you excited? Yeah, so those are going for Southern Italy in the chat group. Type me. Saya lah nak pergi Italy ni. Sekarang Kak Duk departure lounge dah kan? Right. And those who are going for Gold Coast, those going for Phuket, no worry. Hopefully in these 5 sessions or in these 4 weeks, you're able to upgrade yourself. Okay, let's move on a bit. Okay, doesn't matter the trip that you're going, but I just want to go a little bit. Can I be a bit straightforward to you? Boleh ya? Boleh straightforward, eh? Okay. Straightforward, ada orang yang tak suka ya. Yeah, straightforward sometimes. Straightforward means kisah benar lah. Yeah. The truth is not nice to hear, but you have to hear. All right. Okay. 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 Asmara say go ahead. Faiza say go ahead. Now, again, here, if you have opt for trip 1, okay, which is where going for. Okay, going for either your 700 or going for your 900. If you're going for trip 1, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to produce 900,000 in a year, 75,000 in a month, 18,750 in a week, or 3,005 in a day. That is your personal sales. All right. Now, by doing this, ladies and gentlemen, your income, if you do pure EPF, 1,500 sahaja tau. Kalau you do pure cash, it's about 2,001. All right. Now, again, this is an average, depend on your ranking. Yeah. Now, if you opt for trip 2, yeah, which you have to produce 1.5 mil. Your yearly sales is 1.5 mil, 1 month is 125,000, 1 week is 31,750, and your everyday sales is 6,200. And how much sales do you get? EPF EPF, pure EPF 2005, pure cash is 3,005. All right. Now, moving on. If some of you, which I think I saw about 50% of you opted for challenge trip. Now, challenge trip ya. Okay, challenge trip ada ya yang tekan satu mi tadi, orang yang tekan mi itu kan? Alright. Now, how much you have to produce? Challenge trip qualifiers 3 million. Every month you have to produce 250,000. Yeah, weekly 62,500. Every day 12,500. All right. And what is the take home commissions? Pure EPF 5,000, pure cash 7,000. Is that all right? Right. Okay. So from here, we move on a bit. Now, reality, reality not nice, but need to know. Now, if you are going to bank and asking for loan, all right? If you're going to bank asking for loan, all right, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Yeah, bank will have this category for you based on the income that you make. All right. Now, B40, bottom 40% earner in Malaysians, which your income below 4,008, all right, you will fall under B40. If your income is in the range of 4,008 to below 11,000, you fall under M40, middle 40. All right. Now, if your income is above 11,000, yeah, you are fall under T20, which is the top 20%. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say here, if you have opted for trip 1, you are opted to be B40. Kasihan. If you opted for trip 2, you are opted for M40 or B40?
M40.
M40, okay? So again, depend on cash or EPF sales, mana yang banyak lah ya. Now, if you opted for challenge trip, what category you opted for?
M40.
M40. And you are never the T20 category. So ladies and gentlemen, are you sure you are in the financial industry where else your highest aim is only M40? Ada salah mana? Something not so right, right? Something not so right, right? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I seriously want to challenge all of you here. If you seriously come into this multi-million industry and you are managing clients' money, you can't aim to be B40, right? You cannot tell client, hey, I am B40, you know. So the client said, I label 1,000 with you lah. Oh, cannot big amount. You are B40 kan? Yeah. So if you aim for trip 2, yeah, a client, I am under M40, you know. So I think the client also doubt will give you 150,000 check or few hundred thousands amount of check, you see. So ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do here is raise your standard, raise your standard, raise your standard, raise your standard, raise your standard. Seriously, you have to raise your standard. You have to raise your standard as fast or even faster than how the price of chicken increased 1 kg out there. The price of the grocery increase. Do you know in the last 2 months, you know, ladies who go to market, you know what I am talking about. Everything is crazily increased. It's crazily increased. I just told my kids, you know, in the weekend, a couple of days ago, I went to market. I just tell them, can you all eat less, please? Then they say, why, ma? Diet? I said, no lah. I went to market, and you know, I don't go very frequent. I stuff in my fridge, all right? and I load my e-wallet $100, and that fella scam me and says that, 不够欸，不够啊。我讲 normally I buy only 40, 50. What do you mean 不够? And then the bill come out to be 150 over ringgit. So my only way is to tell them eat lesser lah. Or the only way here I cook the food not nice, so force them to eat lesser lah. But the third way, I have a choice to make myself, my income grow so much faster than the inflation out there. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, please raise your standard. All right. Raise your standard. If you have make 1 million of sales, 1.5 million, tak cukup. Yeah. Even though it's 3 million, tak cukup. All right. Now, crossing here, I really want you to take this business seriously. And I want to challenge you to go for the double tickets. I am not hired by Public Mutual to say this. I am hired by the market out there. Seriously, to live your life up to certain standard, even though if you have like 6 million of sales, your take home is about 14,000. Obvious, this is the active income. Those who are in business long, you do enjoy passive income. There's no doubt about it. All right. But seriously, if you have not hit 3 millions, jump over 3 million, go for 6 million. Why? Because any tan say is like this. Trust me, if today chicken drumstick 1 kg, last year it cost me $13 1 kg. This last weekend, it cost me $18 1 kg. Chicken drumstick sahaja. All right. And that is how many percent increase? Anytime the inflation rate is never reported by your government, what 4-5%? No way. All right. So if you need to live up to your standard, your lifestyle, you have no choice. Go for it. Okay, go for it. All right. So how many of you ready? How many of you ready? How many of you ready to go for it? Stretch yourself. Anyone? All right. Well, I bet you are, because you are in this POW program. Now, this is what the whole POW program for. Yes, there is an input learning for you, but a focus on POW program and what make POW1 successful is because actions. All right. Okay, let me continue again. How many of you tend to stay in this business another 3 years? Ada orang? How many of you going to stay another 3 years with Public Mutual? Okay, we have Chua, Pei-Yin, Idayu, Roslina, Huijin, Suigek, Siti say yes. How many of you going to stay another 5 tahun, another 5 years? Are you going to stay another 5 years? Yeah, because you tell your client investment is long term. Takkanlah consultant is short term, right? You cannot say that not me here, my upline here. Cannot, right? Right. But I want you to stay long term because this is beautiful business. $250, it got you to multi-million-dollar business. Now, seriously, I want to impress you with this. If you were the challenge trip qualifiers the last 5 years, you are goyanging kaki now. Do you know? Now, let's take this example. If 2016, you were the Barcelona qualifiers, you get your CB 500. I'm talking about personal CB sahaja, yeah? Or those who build group and smart people build groups, you have actually made a lot more than this. If 2017, you are Moscow qualifiers, you have your CB of 1,000 every month, include now. If you are 2018 Cape Town qualifier, you have 1,007 now. Orlando qualifiers, Miami, you have 2,003 now. If in 2020, you are the London, Paris qualifiers, every month, goyang kaki, wake up, Public Mutual pay you 3,000. And last year, if you're French Riviera qualifiers, you have 4,000. So ladies and gentlemen, if your last 5 years doesn't give you 4,000 every year, do it in the next 5 years. Do it in the next 5 years. All right. And I need that commitment within yourself. All right. Now, frankly, if you have every month 4,000, I know this is not enough to pay everything, but perhaps some of the mortgages, yeah, some lifestyle, electricities, you know, maybe your car, your house is all paid off. Okay, so you live with debt-free. Public Mutual pay off your car, your house. How nice, huh? This company, kan? So ladies and gentlemen, this is how the first financial planning you need to work for yourself while you are working for the clients out there. Awesome. Awesome. Everyone, how many of you ready for 4,000 income of CB every month? How many of you ready for CB 4,000? Okay. Frankly, if you're under employment, forget about it. After you retire, after you resign, after you get out of the company, after you're being sacked, you got nothing left. All right. So go for it. If you're capable now, if you're fit and stable, strong, do it now. All right. And start with this Power Start program. Okay, let's get started a little bit more. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, actions and words. What does this picture tell? What does this picture tell? What's this picture tell?
Action louder than words.
Awesome. 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 Actions louder than words. All right. Okay, now again, let's get into your Slido and answer these questions. Let's get into Slido and answer these questions. Honest questions. After all, there's no name need to be keyed in. All right, give me your honest, frank, true answer. Okay, right. Just tell me honestly, how do you feel? Do you like to report your sales activity in daily basis? Yeah, do you like to go to your upline? Today, I make 5 calls. Upline. And today, I make 20 calls. And upline, today I don't have appointment more. Upline. Do you like to report your sales activity? Not sales, sales activity every day. Okay.
Really speed up. Money out.
Yeah, very slow. வீடு வந்து மஞ்சள்
Actually, manjil any other color, this is contra with the green. Because it's the green is going to be அங்க பாருங்க சைடுல green இருக்கு. So the green வெளியே வந்து திருப்பி green வரப்போகுது.
Hey, someone talking to me or not?
dark color.
You talking to me or not?
அத முதல்ல செய்யுங்க அப்புறம் தான் நம்ம adjust பண்ண முடியும்.
Okay. Alright. Kejut aku ni. Okay. Alright. If you need to talk to me, just tell me, hey, Annie, I'm talking. Please answer me. Right. Now, surprisingly, out of 250 of you, there are half of you only answering, and the other half have not answering. Yeah. So 61% of you like reporting. Okay. I love that. All right. So let's go to the next questions. Let's go to the next question. In your honest opinion, do you think tracking your activity helps to improve performance? Okay. Do you think, yeah? Do you think, in your honest opinion, do you think tracking your activity helps improve performance? All right. All right. Okay. This is a very obvious answer here. I hope the 4% of no is salah tekan. But it's betul-betul tekan. All right. No worry. Maybe you have this experience, but you don't get the result. All right. Okay. So 200 over of you agree, 96% agree that yes, tracking helps performance. Okay. Question number 3. Seriously, do you want to increase your sales performance? Okay. So seriously, do you want to increase your performance? Because our experience, myself and Chris, our experience in POW1 was very good. Okay, was very good. And in fact, in POW1, a lot of people still continue activities by themselves despite the program has ended after 2 months. All right. Now, third questions here. Shall we start tracking now? Yeah. Now, I know some of you opted a yes, some opted no. All right. I have out of the about, let's say 600 of you, I have about close to 100 opted not tracking. All right. And I respect that. Maybe your schedule, maybe you can't commit to that. All right. So no worry. Yeah. But this is more important here will be if time is allowed, would you be enjoying or would you like to do the tracking? All right. So let's take a look at the answer from the participants here. Okay, so absolutely, let's try. Yes, let's do it if time permits. Yeah, right. So let's make time. Let's make time. All right, time sure permits. Let's make time. Okay, so let's do it. Yang ini, okay, don't so much. All right. So kalau income is a lot, it's okay. Don't. Kalau income is not a lot, you better right. So do something and change now. Right. So let's move on. So now, I want you to stop thinking and start doing. I want you to stop thinking and start doing. When you are not in the actions, when you are not in the doing, chances is you are in the thinking. Same here. If you hesitating calling someone, at the time, most probably you are thinking. So if you don't want to think so much, you should go ahead, jump into the action. So not worrying in the past, what was your experience in tracking? But let's get into this tracking just for this POW program. Let's take a look. Seriously working with a group of people, what would that change in the end result? Which is your sales, your habit, and eventually your income. All right, your income. Now, I would like to hear from this testimony. Okay. Okay, I have Siti, are you with us, Siti?
Yes, Annie.
Okay, let me see, where is Siti? You have to keep talking so I can search for
Yeah,
you.
I'm here.
All right, okay. Right. Now, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, everybody say, let's welcome Siti Salihatun. All right,
Hi.
Siti from the
Hi,
most
Siti.
Okay.
smallest town in Malaysia. Yeah, Alostar. All right. But someone with such a small town, if able to close about 1.2 million in 1 month, I think she is powerful enough to tell you what to do right. Right? So Siti, can I have just about 5-10 sessions, 5-10 minutes from you? All right.
Sure, Annie.
All right.
Hi, my name is Siti. I'm from Lustar branch. And first of all, Selamat Raya. Okay, actually, I'm from the POW POW2 Okay, I've been from the 21st January for 2 months. And then I'm joined another one is on extension for crazy fish as well. So at first when we do the first tracking system, it's some sort like you have to track your daily activities, and then after that you have to fill in your sheet every day for 2 months, you see. And then since I'm extending mine for the crazy fish program, will be about 3 months. So at the first week, definitely will be like very challenging. You know, you have to do something that you are not used to. Okay, selalunya when we do that, biasa hari biasa kita track our sales, right? And then suddenly when it's a new things, new routines, every day kena buat, macam kena paksa lah. But then you have to do it. Definitely have to do it lah, sebab because of the sense of commitment to the groups and then to the our friends and to ourselves to myself as well lah. So memang buat lah, paksa lah. Malam sebelum pukul 10 tu our team leader dah start nyanyi lah. Okay, please update for the few weeks to 1-2 weeks lah. It's very challenging. Sometimes lupa kan. And then but what we managed to overcome lah. Of course lah, we have to push. The first we have to push, definitely. Tak suka ke, you suka ke, you have to do it until it become habit actually. So part of it, like we have a support system as well. Like we are grouping. So everybody like suka tak suka kena because of responsibility to ourselves, to the group, and buat juga. And buat sampai lah benda tu give like some sort of strong sense of responsibility. Macam dah biasa dah. Kalau tak buat satu hari ni kena tracking lah. So eventually benda ni it creates like positive habits. Positive after a few weeks, positive habits.
Take it until you do.
And you can track you punya progressive and you some sort like this system like giving you a new breakthrough. This is what I feel lah when I've joined the session for the tracking system. And then we have another one is a money making activities. So should I proceed, Annie?
All right. Yes. Tell us about the what Siti was mentioning was just a tracking. That means it's every day, end of the day, Siti will just log into the system and key in her tracking. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell us about the money making activity, which is MMA.
Okay, this is very challenging actually. Okay, because Annie have set up rules that we have to sometimes have the money making activities whereby we have to do like 10 hours per week. So what we did is that when we have like some sort of like group activities, because when you want to do this, you need support definitely, because it's something that you're not used to do. Dan mula-mula dulu kita tak ada buat, definitely kita tak ada buat calling every day, betul tak? So this is a new thing, so definitely we need support. So what we do is that bila dah grouping, definitely, and then everybody have different schedule. So this is like first few is some sort of trial and error. Sebab ada yang boleh pagi, ada yang tak boleh pagi. So what we do that first week tu memang nak tie up dengan everybody together into one group, you see, 2 hours every day to do a course, okay, and then buka more or less is in the online like Zooming meeting, right? Meeting room, we do Zoom, so lagi challenging. So first week tu memang trial error. Mula kita buat pagi, petang 1 to 3. Okay, and then some of the ni tak boleh, and then we change pula to pagi 9:30 to 11:30. So after we get the rhythm, after few weeks, then we stick to 2:30 to 4:30. And then mula-mula tu memang itu lebih challenging lah. Okay, and one thing is that one thing is to arrange the times. One thing is another one, you have to do a certain for one day we stick our group about 15 days call a day for one session. That one is the minimum we set up. So nak cari leads lagi, one things lah. Okay. Masa tu any kind, instant like ini macam tiba-tiba jadi kreatif. So benda yang you tak pernah buat, and then you kena buat jadi kreatif, and then you dah pandai betul lah. So everything yang you do like ada trial and error. Okay. I feel benda ni macam I rasa is like boost, actually partly boost my innovation, my creativity, my energy as well lah.
All right. Now, Siti, can I just ask you, maybe bottom line, all right? You started the program end of January, all right?
Yes.
Can you just tell us your sales of January and December, average monthly sales of December and January?
My first month, February, first month when I joined is about 272,000 is my sales during that period of time. So the second month, after the few weeks of doing the activities, money market activities, tracking system. So the second month, my sales is about 523,000 second month sales. So when I extend to the Crazy Fish program, so my sales
Hello, it's Starfish, bukan Crazy Fish.
Crazy Starfish. Because our group name is the Crazy Starfish. Yeah. My group name. So when we extend to another third month, so my sales is about 953,000. 950,000. That's my sales.
All right. So how do you guys like about it? Yeah, according to Siti. So first of all, I would like to thank Siti. Very impressive. Thank you, Siti. Yeah. In fact, her very last month, she actually logged in or submitted 1.2 million. Yeah, it was 900 over sales of actually processed. Am I right?
Yeah, and then another 300,000 go to the next month is about 1.2.
All right, and tell us what numbers of call that you make every day now.
During the first week, of course, about minimum one day is about 10 to 15. But along the way, lagi banyak kan, suddenly, and then we stick to about 20 a day. And after that, when the calls increase, and then the appointment also increased, and the sales
also increased. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Sampai tak cukup sebab jadi macam Power Rangers lah. Suddenly, I don't know where I get the energy. Because of you have to commit everything. Sabtu Ahad pun pergi kerja juga because of the system itself.
All right. So Siti, one last question. So start from the year until now, which is close to 5 months. How much is your total sales, personal sales?
Until this month, it's about 2.3 million.
Wow. What about everybody say, oh, wow, congratulations, Siti. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. So Siti, again, thank you so much for your sharing.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really want to take one snapshot, one nice photo with you. Siti, let's senyum. Senyum termanis sekali ya. Right. Okay, thank you so much, Siti. Super
Thank you,
awesome.
Annie. Thank you
Yes.
all.
So ladies and gentlemen, as you aware, it is about enough activity. It is about doing the activities. All right. Okay, it is about doing the activities. No one will get used to it at the very beginning, but eventually you do have challenge, and your challenge is to cope with appointment. Because when you do enough calls, you will have enough appointments, and appointments will get you to presentations, and presentation will get you to sales. All right, sales. Right. Now, I also have the last persons, and I think she is definitely qualified to do this sharing. Let me see. Bibiana, are you with us here? Bibiana,
Yes,
are
I
you
am.
with us?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Bibiana. Okay, let me check where is Bibiana. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the Bibiana is the group agency manager from East Malaysia Kuching branch. Yeah, but being one of the largest group in East Malaysia, Bibiana also participated in the POW #1. All right. And not only that, she consistently participate in this money-making activities. All right. So Bibiana, would you want to share with us how was your experience with that tracking? Yeah, every day have to log number of calls, number of appointment, number of presentations, how was your experience?
It was good because it reminded me of my humble beginning. When I started, I resigned from teaching and came into public mutual and started knocking at people's doors. So I started with the hardest, face-to-face direct approach. I didn't go to my warm market. I didn't go to my market. So from the very beginning, I already had a tracking system, but after I became a GM, I need not continue because I already have 4 years of habits behind me. But this year, because of this opportunity for this power program, and I was bringing my team to join this session. So I told myself I would have to lead by example. Hard, however difficult it is, I need to lead by example. I need to restart what I have not been doing for many years. I don't mind. Annie, can I share screen now? I have my, I managed to get a few pictures up.
All right. Would you able to share?
You have to disable participants screen sharing.
Okay, let me see. Do I go to the screen share? Okay, all right. I think you can go ahead now.
You cannot start video because the host has stopped it.
Would you able to share now?
No. In your security, let me see. Can now. Yes.
Make her the co-host.
Right. Okay. Now this is one of my so what I did, right, just now Siti shared with you all, she had to do the tracking on the Google Sheet. I have to do double of what Siti mentioned. Why? Because when I make phone calls, I have my book in front of me, I have my organizer in front of me, and I would have a list of people I want to call today because I wanted to earn points and to show, to guide and inspire my team, my crazy starfish team one, to show that, yes, I need to handle personal sales. I need to do coaching. Monday is my coaching day. So this organizer picture I took a picture of. Terbalik lah ni.
So your video is off as well. Would you want to turn on your video?
Cannot. I cannot turn on the video because the host has stopped it. How did you stop me just now? Okay. This one terbalik. Okay, now the green color is the list of people, my downlines, my new rookies that I had contact with, I had coaching with, either group coaching or one-to-one coaching or lunchtime, hello, and connection. So Monday is a very, very busy day for me. And what I did was this is a page of one of my days during the coaching. Green color, I had to do
coaching and training, and also I have to run my morning meeting on Monday. And also on the left-hand side here is my list of activities, engagement with clients, existing, some new, and some referral. The ticks you can see that I hide a bit hidden now are those people who connected with me. And from here, okay, this is another day. This is another day when it's not my training day, so I have full engagement day. So on a field trip day, I make sure I have activities, I have got engagement, and I have some closing. I want to show you. Wait now. There is another page. Okay, I share with you another page here. On my Google Sheet. I don't want to share with you my Google Sheet and see to show you how it is done. It is not as scary. Before you see it, it may sound scary, okay? Because the first time is probably the first time you do it. Here, let me just go back to the here, yeah. So just now what I showed you was the hard copy of my habits. I have the habit of recording the connection that I've made on the ordinary working days, because I need to remember who I've spoken to, who said cannot meet this week. I have to reschedule to next week. So I have my organizer. Now this is my start during the POW1. So what I do is by 10 o'clock every night, I'll transfer everything from my hard copy from my organizer to here. The orange colors, the orange color bar are mine tracking. So I make sure on a field trip day, I have to do personal sales. I have to do coaching. Why do I want to do personal sales? Because times are changing. If I don't have the skills to connect with people online, if I don't know how to source for new prospects online, if I cannot adopt what Chris has taught me and get connection and I work with strangers online, I'll have not enough skills and knowledge to teach my people the new way. So there'll be a gap. So in order for my people to be able to do what they are learning, I submit myself to the hardest of doing. So I make myself do the hardest so that I have the skills and the knowledge to replicate what is possible. And I demand from myself, not Annie make me. Annie cannot make me. I can ask her to go fly tech. Sorry, Annie. And there's no way Annie can make me do what I want or don't want to do, because I know what I wanted to do. I came into the program with the conscious decision, I must qualify for my challenge trip by April. I told myself by the end of POW1, I had qualified for a challenge trip. So that was what I demanded for myself, because my goal was very clear and I know why I'm learning and who I am learning it for. So for me, when I do this, it wasn't difficult, because it's a process. It's part of the program. It's part of the package. So for me, it's a natural progression, because I demanded myself to do it, to have the result that I wanted to have. Okay, last picture I want to show here. I do my own tracking also, and our group, we share this worksheet and we share the tracking also, because we had the benefit of joining the POW1 during the NSC. So my teammates, we all did this by ourselves before we didn't wait for Pan Mutual to to do the publish this in the OLE for us. We did it ourselves because we are entrepreneurs. We know how to get things, know how to get the calculation, and this is what it was. So because I was very clear what I wanted, and I had a timeline, and purpose was very clear, and I knew who I'm learning it for. So all this was possible. Okay, so my goal was to get all this done, clear my challenge trip by April. So second half of the year, I can do business expansion. I can do some more recruitment and some more coaching using the new way, new approach, the online approach, and a new way, a lot of new ways of doing the old business. All right, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, Bibiana. Bibiana, I can't really see you.
You disabled me, Annie. I cannot start the video because you have stopped it.
Can I say something, Annie? Bibiana, you can hear me, right?
Hi, Chris. Nice to hear you, Chris.
Hi. Can I renew my marriage proposal to you? I'm just kidding.
can try the PayPal.
Just because she has got her challenge trip in April. All right. Okay. So, guys, I want to thank Bibiana as well as Siti for their beautiful sharing. Thank you so much, Bibiana. I know she got a headache, but she got a very heavy appointment, but she's still with us. So again, thank you so much, Bibiana, as well as Siti. Now, I want to come back to our content again. All right. Now, if you come back to the slides just now, right? So come back to our slide just now, right? So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your own tracking? How many of you ready? Now, this is what make POW program successful, and this is what make you transform in 4 days, in 4 weeks. Yeah. Now, I want to share this with you. Now, during your Zoom registrations, every single one who successfully registered, you have already locked in the sales that you wanted to achieve in the POW program itself, which is either the Crazy POW, No Fear POW, or Just Do POW. This is going to be a monthly, and this is going to be a weekly goal. In case you don't know, I will remind you each time I meet you. This is going to be a weekly goal. All right, I got to admit, I have people like Eliza. I have people like I think Loy. These are superstar. They are 10 times of 250,000. I'm sorry, I cannot put too many categories, you know. But you are the exclusive superstars, yeah. But those who are just go for this, these are your minimum. Doesn't mean this is your maximum. All right. Now, if you aim for this again, this is going to be your daily goals. This is going to be your daily goals. All right? Boleh? All right. So let's get your focus right. Yeah. Now, I want to go into a little bit technical because we are in the sales group and we're supposed to be a number of people. We love numbers. Yeah. Now, let's imagine this is your case size. Average case that you lock in, let's say it's 10,000, 10,000, and Just Do is 5,000 because many people lock in Just Do part-timers consultant. I will assume that your average case size is 5,000. If your case size is 5,000, averagely, you need to close 6 cases for Crazy. For No Fear, you need to close 4 cases a week. For Just Do, you need 3 cases per week. Yeah. And number of presentation. In case you don't know how to manage your time and activities, I am doing it for you now. I am planning it for you during these 4 weeks. So every week, you are expected to do either 12 presentation if you are Crazy POW, or 2 presentation a day. If you opted for No Fear POW, you go for 8 presentations or 1.5 per day. All right. Just Do POW, 6 presentations or 1 per day. All right. Now, no sales can be done without appointment. Am I right? Client must tell you and say, okay, Melissa, I want to see you. Okay, Yvonne, I want to see you. All right. As such, they will have to give you appointment. Let's assume your appointment ratio is 70%. Now, if you get these numbers right, this is how you manage your downline as well. I hope you learned it from here. But now let's come back this just for yourself. If this is a 70%, means when you make a call, yeah, when you make a call, sorry, when you make an appointment, yeah, 70% of the appointment turns up. Boleh? As such, you need to secure 3 appointments a day. If it's Crazy POW. For No Fear POW, you need to secure 2.5 appointments a day. Just Do POW, you need to secure averagely 1.5 appointment a day. This is minimum, all this minimum. And I'm moving to the next one, is called calls. Calls, I make it 10%. I assume in these 4 weeks, you're going all out to reach out to cold market, because Chris gonna teach you using digital, reach out to cold market. And cold market, when you get their contact, your number of securing or get through a call, or people will say that, okay, let's meet up, percentage is as low as 10. Actually, 10 is quite good. Sometimes it's only 5. All right. That means if you make 10 calls to people that you don't know, Out of 10, 1 will tell you and say, Joyce does, let's meet up. 9 will ignore you or turn you down. All right. As such, you need to make, if you're crazy POW, you need to make 30 calls a day. No fear POW, 25 calls a day. Just do POW, 15 calls a day. So your aim basically out of the whole thing here is red color. Anything in black color, you don't care because out of your control. Every day, you only focus on one thing, this. All right. Now, to do 30 call a day, oh my God, anytime. All right. Or 25 call, you think I easy, man, anytime. All right. Now, it can be challenging for you to do it alone. That is why the beautiful of POW here is you have people to work together with you. All right. Now, I'm going to get into the money-making activities. Okay. Now, what is the money-making activities? Within the group of POW, which already pre-assigned in your WhatsApp, the rooming, you will have to, within the group, you will have to commit at least 7 hours per week of the money-making activities. All right. What do you do in these money-making activities? It's simple. If you say you're going to meet up at 9 a.m., so 9 a.m., everybody log in and you were just going to say that, okay, let's charge up. Today we're going to make 20 calls, 20 calls, 20 calls. Then you mute. Then you start making call. Yeah, you start making call, but you still turn on the screen. So you keep each other be present when you are doing these money-making activities. Remember, 10 hours per week is minimum. If you are hungry, 10 hours per week mana cukup. My dear, kalau you not in public mutual, chances is you makan gaji kan? Kalau you makan gaji, 10 hours in Klang Valley, travel out, go back home, 10 hours is common. This is only one day job kalau you makan gaji. Yeah. So, but I am taking 10 hours because I assume there are part-timers here. All right. Okay. Now, I want to impress you why tracking important. Okay, let me go ahead and stop the screen sharing here. Right. Now, okay, this is the actual tracking sheets. If you're able to see, let me zoom a little. This is one of the students of my tracking sheets. Okay. Now, this tracking, it is not like public mutual power progress tracking. Now, public mutual power progress tracking also designed by me when I was in the company. However, I'm not going into the point tracking. I'm just going into the core sales activity tracking. Only 3 items. You're going to key in your call, appointment, and presentation every day. Yeah, this sheet is going to send to you. Your name is there based on the room. Already grouped 600 of you into 43 rooms. Yeah, so all you have to do every day after 10, sebelum you tidur, you just go there and key in your number of calls, number of appointment, number of presentation, and sales. All right, take note. Call can include text or messages that you send out, but call only include people who responded to you. If you send massive broadcast, no one respond, it's not considered as one. Boleh? So what you do here, when you key in this data, I give you one example of this student of mine, Lynn. When she came in, her goal is to make 30 calls a day, 6 appointments, which is 20%, 3 presentations a day, and 200,000 of sales in a week. All right. This figure, she key in every day. I don't do anything. This is automated. This is her activity in a week. You see this week, she did 176 calls or 25 calls a day. Aim 30, she did 25. Not achieving, but it's quite good, yeah? How many appointments? she only get 8 appointment a week, you know. So this is 4.5% closing. All right, very, very low. All right, now presentation 8 in a week, sales secure 153,000. All right, now month of November, her goals unchanged, but then you take a look of her result. The call has slightly gone down, 622 per day, was 25, now 22. However, her appointment is 10%. Why all this increase? Because number one, you practice enough. Number two, your leads are more powerful. Number three, you have scripts. Boleh? Then the appointment getting more. This is the sales. This week, in fact, that week lesser. I move on to December. Take a look. Sales. This is a goal. The goal has changed, increased. Yeah, if you take a look. Now, the calls have made to 21. Appointment 18%. Can you see? Appointment ratio was from 4 a week, moved to 10%, then to 18% appointment ratio. All right. And the presentation. Can you see? Total sales has increased. So in month of December, can you see the month of the sales has increased and the appointment ratios increased tremendously to 23%. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, take this opportunity to polish your skills. All right. Polish your skill. All right. Now, come back again to our tracking here. Right. Doesn't matter you like it or not. Put all the thinking aside, start your doing. All right. Now, I need you to meet your buddies. I know some of you come with your upline, downline, and sideline. All right. But today, let's get to know others in the POW program. All right. Now, who are you going to mix with? The group has already done, and the grouping is done in the WhatsApp group and given to you. All right. Now, I don't call it group. I call it room. Well, the room name is the number. It's 1 to 43. All right. So I'm going to open the room, breakout room. You're going to lock in the room based on your own rooming list. If you don't have room, there's only 2 conditions. Number 1, you opted not tracking, not participating, which I won't put you in. Yeah, I respect that. Number 2, you register really late, like 1-2 days before, which we already done the tabulation. All right. So when you got into the room, breakout room, yeah, this is what you need to do. Number 1, all right. Number 1, the group is pre-arranged by random. Yeah, it's also mixed in the group. You will find these people in there. Crazy POW in there, no fear POW in there, just do POW also in there. Boleh? Now, when you're in the breakout room, they only have to do 3 things. Only 3 things. Remember, only 3 things. Number 1, introduce yourself. Cepat one. Hi, Annie. I am how many years in Public Mutual? I am what rank? Yeah, your name, your rank, and how many years with Public Mutual. Very fast. Number 2, select a leader and co-leaders. And don't take too long. Don't don't want yeah, you me me. Don't want. If you can, just say me, volunteer. Because leaders, I work with only leaders. That means its leader will have a special group chat, liaise with me. The rest is one way on messaging sahaja. So if you are a leader, you will have a chance to more closer with me, and there will be also special reward for leaders. So select a leaders and co-leader. Number 3 that you need to do here, no need exchange phone number of everybody. No need. Leader, just tell your handphone number. The rest of you, take the number, WhatsApp your leader, say, I am your group member. That's it. Don't just say, I am 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6, I'm 8, 9, 10. No need. Yeah. Leader, just share your phone number. The rest, take your phone number and subsequently update your group. Your leader, this is your group. Okay. So any questions so far? All right. So those who don't have room, stay, because I'm going to share with you another one is your Thursday link. All right. So don't go into the wrong room, please. Go into the room based on the rooming list given in the WhatsApp. Okay, right. So if you have got the room, hold on. If you have got the room, don't go yet. Okay. Okay, right. So I open all the rooms already. Just go in whichever room you belong to and do that 3 things. Yeah, you have very fast, maybe dalam 5 minutes, then you will be coming back here.
Any
All right.
question? Any?
Wait,
Those that
let
you
the
have not-
rest go in first. All right, let the rest go in first. Yeah, if you don't know which room you are in, check your WhatsApp. Because the WhatsApp link has already name list. And those who check name list, please scroll either your first name or last name. Don't just one glance the other you come to me because I have to scroll through all the 600 names. Yeah. Right. Case. Let's go in your room. Yes. Question.
Only 26 rooms. I'm in 34.
Only 26. I can't see the 40 room.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
number 40 also not there.
Only
It's up to 26 only.
up to
Yeah.
26 only.
Yeah.
Hold on.
My room
How to see
27.
the room? I don't see
Yeah.
the room.
I am in 37 room, but there are no room there.
I don't see the room.
Okay. No worry. I'm closing the room and I'm coming get everybody to come back. And I redo the grouping. Okay. There's supposed to be 46 room. All right, never mind. Give me a minute. All right. So those who don't have rooms, don't worry yet. Yeah. Okay. Let me get everybody come back. Can I close the room immediately? Oh, cannot. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, this is only for this session. Subsequently, we will not do this anymore. Yeah, because we should already stick to that room number. Okay, I have recreated. They are all together 46 room. Just go to your own room. Yeah, thank you.
Come back again.
Any
Going again is it?
Any we kick out already, yeah?
Yeah, we are
we got kicked out before we could
go
appoint the
in, go
leader.
back in again. Yeah.
Go back in again. Okay. Quickly.
Yeah, go back in
How
again.
to go into the room? I cannot see the room.
Cannot find the room.
Cannot find the room.
I don't know what gadget you are using. The room is there. The button is supposed to be there. You use a tablet, handphone, laptop, PC.
Laptop actually it's not showing now. Just now it shows. No room to enter, yeah.
No room to enter.
No room to enter.
Click on breakout rooms. Bottom right, look for breakout rooms icon.
No
Oh, okay.
Cannot see.
Then got so many.
go.
How do I know I belongs to which room?
If you don't know which room, go to WhatsApp.
The 3 dots. Computer, you go to the 3
I
dots.
check the WhatsApp. I don't see my name because my S.
I answer you. If you don't see your name, there are only 2 options. You register too late or you opted not participating.
Any day.
All right, let them go in first. So I think those who stay are those who don't have room or not participating. Yeah, no worry. Let them go in first. All right. Any questions? Would you able to get in?
No, I don't have. I can't see the icon for the join the break-in rooms. There's none here on my screen.
Down.
All right. You have only a few buttons on your screen. Play
Oh,
with it.
okay, I
Look
got it, I
for
got it.
room. That's
Got it.
all you have down there. Not more than left, right, already. Your square box is there. It's supposed to be down there. Yeah. There is the 3 dots. Look for the 3 dots.
Annie, I didn't get room, but I registered early. I got a group C, but I didn't get my room number.
Did you opted for not participating?
No, I am opted, I think.
Okay.
Everything is given to me.
Oh, now I check.
I can't find which room I am in.
Did you opt for not participating?
No, I opted.
Okay, never mind. We will have to sort it out later, yeah, for
Because you
that.
gave me my
Sorry, I
group
still
C.
cannot see my how to go into the room.
Check down there.
Where? Actually, oh, mine is 19.
Breakout
okay,
room.
bye. I'm going to my room.
Hotel room.
to press the room joining.
Joyce, Das, Anthony, you are in room 28. Your name is in there. Please check thoroughly before you ask.
No, it's not in my WhatsApp group.
Are you in a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I got a WhatsApp group. I'm group C.
Then the name list is there. Anyway, let's go to the room 28. You are
okay.
in. Can you
All
click
right.
28? Yeah.
Any, my room is 22, but I don't know how to join in. Cannot see the button.
You have to fly down there. You at the 3 dots or whatever. See breakout room. Click on your breakout room. You're able to see something called joining room lah.
Annie, I'm supposed to be in room 40, right? And I joined in, but my name did not appear in the room 40. Is there a reason for it?
Yeah, Annie, me too. I click, but click join, but my name but cannot. Yeah, I click join, cannot go there.
Yeah, put yes also cannot go in.
You click join, you can't get in.
Join can.
Join, yes, then still can't
cannot
go in. Join so
okay.
many times.
I
Not
think
join,
you
eh?
got kicked out already.
Why?
Where is the big?
Annie, you locked the room already, is it? So that you
yeah.
cannot-
The room is not locked.
Live in the
room is
corridor lah.
Still open.
Cannot
Yeah,
join.
still open. No
Join
worry yet. Okay, who has room?
I got the room.
I cannot join.
Joyce,
got room.
Joyce,
I went to 28, but I put yes and it's not going into the room.
Same with me.
is it?
Same.
Yeah.
Damn, a few times
Curly
already.
want to
Now I-
go room 19, cannot go.
I also don't know why you cannot go in. Because it is optional for you to get in one.
How
This
many persons?
Maybe too late. Maybe be too late.
In. No. I saw
If my
the
name is
mistake.
there,
My
definitely I
name.
can go in.
Yeah. Mine was not
There
late.
is no name in the room. There's only room number.
Yeah.
Joyce, what is your room number?
28. And then I joined.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's
join
stop what
nothing
needed,
one,
or else I got too much to handle.
Okay.
Like so many.
Any, my one is 22.
Joyce, I put you
Yes.
in the room 22 already, 28 already.
28. Yes,
Any,
but I can't go in there.
Same thing. Any, I'm room 16.
Mm,
Any?
I already,
22.
Joyce, I already put you in the room.
28.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
thank
you
you.
have
But
to
how do
find
I-
the button down there to accept go in.
Curly
Yes,
room 19. Any,
I
please
did
check.
accept.
Any,
Oh.
my room, please, any?
Your room is always on the WhatsApp. I don't know.
Any?
The room number is in the WhatsApp.
Oh.
Those that register late, are you going to assign them now?
No.
Any, please help
Are
me.
those who
Room
register? No room,
Can help room 22 cannot go in.
Yeah, I also cannot go in.
Ayo, somebody lock the
Jia
door.
no
Hello,
lah.
kunci ada dengan siapa? Wo? Hello, mother.
Can you check Curly room 19? Is it there?
Okay, if you are not in, it's good. So you won't be a leader.
So we also need to know the participant
Ah.
and see the name. We are not going to be a leader lah. No time for leader also.
Okay.
Annie can help to open the room number 19.
Annie, can I say something?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Rajan here. Now, I am just reading through the support Zoom. They mention here number of breakout rooms. If there's 20 breakout rooms, maximum up to 500 participants. If there's about 50 breakout rooms, only up to 200 participants. 30 breakout rooms, maximum up to 400 participants in the breakout room, I think, total.
Yeah, I aware that. But each room only have 12. Maximum.
No, I think in total, from room 1 to 46, I think in total, I think they calculate based on that. That means not one single room, 200 participants, but
it's one single room, 200 for my package, with allowed 1,000 pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, never mind. I also don't know what to do because this is how the system works.
All right, Annie. Sorry, Annie. Sorry to interrupt. What to do for those who already done? Shall we leave the main chat room?
Okay. It's all right. I'll get them to come back in a short while. Because eventually.
Okay. One question. Each room are supposed to have a max of how many persons?
Doesn't matter. It's not the same.
Okay.
It can be slightly here and there.
So when you join, your name is supposed to appear amongst the people there, right?
But not there. My name is not there too.
Okay. All right. No worry. No worry. We can still just make sure that you are in the WhatsApp group, either A or B or C.
C.
All right.
I am C. Yeah.
Okay. So we were still able to keep in touch.
Annie, Maxim here. I found my room, the room number. It's because I don't have the Google Sheet, so I only have the limited access to the number. So when I actually download the Google Sheet, I got the rest of the list, I got my number. And it's my favorite number, 21.
I can tell you 99.9% who came back to me found their room in after that.
No, it's because just now I don't have the Google Sheet in my handphone, that's why.
Yeah lah, but then you check first lah before you check for me.
Annie, that's Lina here, Annie.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I noticed in my room 36, the names are there, the member names are there, but my name is not there. So maybe earlier on somebody mentioned about the limitation, how many numbers can go into those breakout rooms. I think some of us are unable to join because of that limitation. I believe so, because I can't see my name there. Yeah, I'm very sure I'm in group 36, but I can't join. There's a join button, but it refused to admit me in. And we can see names of other participants there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And in room 34, it asks us to leave the room, come back to here.
There's only about 4 to 5 names per room.
Per room, yeah. I saw their roaming list also.
Okay, no worry, no worry, no worry.
For those
this can be solved. This can be solved.
Annie, for those who have room but cannot join in, how?
That's why I say can be solved later. Yeah, can be solved. Let them come back
People
first.
come out already, then we can join, is it?
Yeah.
Hi, Annie. I have a question. Once we join into the room,
leader and co-leader, because just now we wait for the rest to come in.
Sorry.
hi, can you hear me?
All right, I hear you.
We haven't.
Mute.
Okay.